Okay, we are live. Just need to grab one thing, then we'll get started. Ugh. Yep, welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Wait, do I have any sublime bone dust to burn before I head out? No. Actually, there's one thing I want to grab before we go into the next area.
Oh,
Hello, talking cat.
are we? And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
I think I'm doing fine.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Here you can see all the covenants you've joined, but the more important thing is the Ring of Whispers. Each of these rings kind of serves a different purpose. There's the name engraved one, which is easier to connect to players who choose the same god, so that means you're easier to find, more likely to find players who are with the same covenant. This is mostly useful for, to my knowledge, heirs of the sun, just because of the fact you'll be able to help them more. Easier to be detected by enemies is the essentially you're gonna draw aggro more. And reduced damage from falling is just useful all around. And the Ring of the Evil Eye is the same as always. But the Ring of Whispers actually serves another purpose. Okay, there was one other thing I wanted to do beforehand. Shit, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I wanted to rejoin the Warriors of Sunlight. I swing past her. Oh, I don't have any homeward bones. Huh. I should fix that. I think the only Souls game... Oh, fuck. where I plan on doing offline grinding, off-stream grinding, is DS3, and that is just for Warrior of Sunlight stuff. I could go get those, but I'm not here for those, and I don't want to burn through my life gem supply. Also, that's one thing that DS2 has, and it's the only game that does it. It's to nullify the human effigy effects. That is so you can return to being hollow if you don't want to be online and don't want to risk getting invaded. Right, is there no one who just sells Homeward Bones? Go through and clear out all the enemies first. Or clear out some of them, because you can't clear them all out. And there's a reason for me doing that. That's because as soon as you pull this lever, that door closes. The door you came in from closes and all the other doors open. That worked. That worked way better than I had any right to. This basilisk respawns, and the basilisks can drop, I believe, almost every infusion gem, so this is actually a pretty good place to grind for it. So if you wanted a certain gem, just toss on the one ring. Also, one other thing, you can hear those growls, if I remember correctly. You notice it goes silent when I take off the Ring of Whispers. The Ring of Whispers allows you to hear that, so it's easier to find enemies. Welcome to the Shaded Woods. I'm just double checking something just because I've got a lot of like stuff flowing around my head right now just because of the fact I'm playing so many games at once. Oh, I already have it equipped. Okay. I couldn't remember if I have my 3 equipment loadouts set up still. I will say, I still think DS2, I think I mentioned before, but I think DS2 has the most versatile, combat system. It definitely has the best animations in the series, hands down. And I mean, like, backstab animations and actual combat. One thing I know a lot of people like is the two-handed for just straight swords. Because instead of holding in, like, the upward ready position we get in other games, other Souls games, switching back to my short sword really quick, you have it at a more natural ready position. I think I got strike. Actually, I know it's going to be my slashing weapon. The only issue is it's not available until, I get to, why am I drawing a blank? Oh yeah, until I get to the Iron King DLC, just because of the fact it's pretty deep in there, and it has some annoying scaling stuff. Right, there are, so this is actually a crosswalk, a gateway to 3 different areas. The only one we want right now is this side. Also, be careful in these woods. I suggest having a cleaving weapon because of the fact there are ghosts that roam these woods that look like player spirits. You can't lock onto them, but they can hurt you. Yep, there they are. They're also completely invisible here, pretty much because of the fact they blend in with the fog. Least favorite enemy in the game. One of the main reasons why I'm a greatsword user. They all have the same weapons though, so you should be able to tell what they are. Oh yeah, the old Sun Ring. It just explodes when you reach a certain amount of damage. I don't get the point of this ring. Okay, hug the wall, because if I remember correctly, a very important item for me is right here. Yes! A +1 ring that increases stamina regeneration. So I don't need to worry about it. About the shield that does stamina regeneration, I can just use this ring. Yeah, both. It's a pretty good combination. But it all depends on what your build is. Okay, now that we're in this area, we've got some stuff to do. There's a couple things we could do here. Get rid of this ghost first. I didn't mean to jump in here. These jars are everywhere in this area, and you will more than likely get inflicted with the curse status. Okay, first things first. I only have a few fragrant branches. I actually have exactly the amount I need for a couple things I want to do here. Shit, like, what the fuck is strike damage in this game? Be careful with this guy. He respawns and will cross this bridge to kill you at this bonfire. Yeah, I needed that key. There are a lot of petrified, well, not characters, enemies here. We're only picking I'm only picking fights with certain ones. One life gem. Really. Oh. Another warning. Those golden pools down there, if you land in them, they don't damage your health. No, no, no. They're worse. They break your equipment.
Look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are. A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future.
And you're right. I'm basically stuck in a cycle now.
Don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find the need for a trip,
Oops. My finger slipped.
don't mind. But if you find the need for
I went to scratch my leg and I accidentally bumped the right bumper. I do that a lot. Thankfully, most characters will be okay with you attacking them once. Just don't do it too often. Homing soul mass. Yeah, so those pools, like I said, they'll damage your equipment durability. They are, so, as this is, I believe, the only Dark Souls games where rings have durability, now is an appropriate time to talk about the fact that this game's equivalent to the Ring of Favor and Protection. It has all the benefits of the Ring of Favor and Protection, but it's incredibly brittle. As it breaks really easy. So you're probably catching on as to what the problem is. Those pools, if you fall into them, it will almost always destroy the ring. There is no way to fix the ring in the field. You would have to go back to a blacksmith. Yeah, I'm gonna be cursed. Well, no longer human. Ooh, a bolt stone. I picked up... Actually, I didn't pick up. I found a hide spear, if I remember correctly, right? I have the spear, not the sword. Yeah. I never got the sword. No, that is not a special kind of scythe or something. That is a dark infused, scythe, Albert. If you talk to him without the Ring of Whispers, you just get 3 dots. But if you have the ring...
Are we? This is no place for you. Be gone. Are you not afraid of me?
Nah, I've seen worse, buddy.
Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred.
Why does that sound familiar?
Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past, my name was Tark. That is all that I remember. The past.
So, yeah, Tark wants us to help him kill his better half, which is the next boss. Oh, gas spoilers. It's pretty obvious it's the next boss. Shit! Nearly inflicted bleed on me. There's the Vangril set, with the exception of the helmet. Another torch. I believe this is like a pointless shortcut back. Or no, treasure? It doesn't matter anyway, I don't have any more fragrant branches. Also, by the way,
Leave me be.
here's this head.
I like it quiet. Leave me be. What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant.
I killed your body.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad. Really. Now I watch the days go by, and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until...
Yeah, I'm sure losing your body will do that to you.
I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body...
It's already dead, my man.
I see visions
My body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away.
Already done. Already done with it.
I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you...
Okay, so from him you could buy the Red Rust Sword, a Claymore, Infinite Great Swords, a Red Rust Scimitar, and the Red Rust Shield, which are the swords, like the Red Rust swords were the ones his body was using just now. The Magic Barrier Miracle, and an infinite supply of gold pine resin.
Farewell.
Ow. Just to recharge my Estus, and okay, we did all the stuff here that I wanted to do. Now we can just go fight the boss. If you talk to Tark, I don't remember if you have to do this, they talk to before you fight the boss, but as long as you talk to him, you could get a rapier that will naturally have poison damage. And yeah, I always summon him just because of the fact he's got such a unique model. It's the only time you're gonna see this model. Hit the body once. Welcome to Scorpionus and Notchka. I just realized I have one other thing I need to do back there, but I can do that after the boss. Come on, come and get me. There we go. That's all I wanted. I wanted to knock down the body. Because yeah, if you kill the boss before knocking down that body, you get locked out of it until unless you respawn her. It's just a flame butterfly, so it's not even worth it. There's her soul. But yeah, talk a bit about the lore dump we had from our buddy, from Tarka. If you can't tell, the reincarnation of the next, as I've said, all the major boss souls have a connection to, or a reincarnation of one of the bosses from, Dark Souls 1. This one is Seat the Scaleless. I might infuse my halberd with lightning, because apparently lightning is also just unbelievable. Oh shit, another bolt stone. Is a really good element. Yeah, this is why I want the Fang Key. You want to free... So, this one appears to be one of those crows from the Painted World back in Dark Souls 1.
I am Ornifex.
Yeah, you want to free Ornifex.
I owe you some form of thanks. But if it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way?
Yes. Because the Ornifex is your second boss soul vendor. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 has 2 of them. So, Strax, the one we've been going to, really is mostly devoted to sorceries and miracles, though he does have some weapons. There are other weapons you can get, but you need Ornifex. Ornifex is primarily weapons, and it has been the reason why I've been saving certain souls. Though I've been I've been checking. Like, I'm saving the old Dragon Slayer soul in particular for Ornifex, because, as I've said, Ornifex is a smith, and if you can't tell what we could get from the old Dragon Slayer soul, because it's his classic weapon, you could get the Dragon Slayer spear. Welcome to the Doors of Pharos, the biggest trap area in the fucking game. What I mean by that is there's a lot of locks around here. And you can end up using all of your lock stones here if you're not careful. Only certain ones are worth it. So I would honestly suggest looking up a guide or a map or something of this area, just so you don't end up wasting them. I don't know all the ones that are valuable, I just know a few. Ah, fuck, I'm toxic. I can't believe I became DFP. Also, there's my second DSP joke of the playthrough. Actually, no, not second. I think I've only Actually, yeah, no, I made we talked about that back in Dark Souls 1 about the famous, why am I toxic? I always forget about the dog in here. Oh, piece of your armor, nice. So the reason I didn't want to go too far out, it's because... Oh, is he not appearing? There was a chance in this area of an invasion. Actually, no, they're not dogs, they're rats. Fuck. I'm used to most four-legged bastards in Dark Souls being dogs. Also, you may notice that we have some familiar-looking friends here. Wait, what? Huh? How did I get here? Whoa, fuck! No, I am legitimately lost. What the fuck just happened? Like, what? I'm lost. What? Oh, okay. So, what happened there is I was summoned. I've never had that happen before. That's the Royal Rad Vat. When I was looking it up to figure out what the fuck happened, all I see is, yeah, Rap Bros have to defend their turf, so you were summoned. I didn't know that was a thing. These guys run around with big, heavy shields, so it's better off just to bait out attacks. And is it this one? Yeah, okay, it's this one. Yeah, most of these will open up doors. Some will lead to treasure, some will not. This will get you a Faint Stone and a Twinkling Titanite. In particular, the Faint Stone is really good if you're a int build, because that lets you add pure magic damage to your weapon. When I say pure magic damage, you get to add magic damage without, I'll be honest, you get to add good magic damage, because the as I've mentioned, the enchanted, oh shit! Fuck. Means I had to get through the dog and Mastodon again. But yeah, this is one of 2 places that you can join the Royal Rat Vanguard. Interesting enough, both places where you can join the Royal Rat Vanguard have something to do with Pharos. Theory captors, do with that what you will. But yeah, no, I'm not being honest, I was kind of surprised how well I did damage-wise. But granted, I had significant advantage over that player just because of the fact I have so many... I have a bunch of lightning spells, and we were in the water. The only thing that sucked is, I don't know if it was because I was a gray spirit or not, but because of the way I was summoned, I guess they had a seed of Tree of Giants already set, so I was already going to be attacked. Now, you're the one who came after me, I think.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Oh, hello. So I was summoned as an invader.
I have been summoned as an invader. Yes.
No, like, I actually was summoned.
Oh.
Oh, hello. We're live, but I'm playing DS2.
And apparently Nick here got summoned as an invader.
So currently where I am is the Doors of Pharos. When I was here, I got summoned as a gray spirit. I've never seen a gray spirit before in Dark Souls.
Neat.
The concept of the gray spirits is the Rat Bro Covenant.
Of course,
the Rat King.
Yeah, the Rat King, the Royal Rat Vanguard has to defend their turf. So every so often, when you are in either the, as far as I know, I think it's just the Doors of Pharos, and there's an underground area where you encounter them again. I think it's just those. There's always a non-0% chance you could just be summoned into force PvP.
So what I'm hearing is it's a turf war.
It's a turf. Yeah, because you're invading their turf.
So it's a game of Ratoon.
You're a rat.
We're the rats.
We're the rats.
Cheese for everyone.
We demand. We are the rats. Why does everything always go back to rats?
Because
I don't know.
Because every time is rat time.
Yeah. I have been going through this game so far with a fucking hammer.
Have you been enjoying your slow and steady playthrough?
No, it's not slow. Here's the thing: it's not slow. This hammer, you just see HP melt.
I'm referring to the fact that you're probably playing a very heavy armor build with a heavy weapon.
You might want to pull up the Twitch channel and see how I'm dressed.
If I wasn't in the midst of trotting through the landscape of the Elden Ring, then I just might.
To give context, it is very light armor and the Sunbro helmet.
Nah, it's a true bucket helmet. This game.
Let me solo them.
My build is Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
No shield though.
Oh. So you're just freeballing it.
I'm freeballing. I'm doing really well because of the fact DS2 gives you an abundance of healing items. Because you got the not only have the Estus, I'm carrying 77 life gems.
Considering the fact you can lose max HP in that game, it doesn't shock me that they have an abundance of healing items.
You only lose it until you restore your humanity.
I know. I've played a lot of DS2.
Yeah.
Of the three, I think God, why do I love... I love each of them for different reasons. DS3, I think, is my favorite to play. DS1, I think, is my favorite world, with the story and everything.
Yeah.
And DS2, I like just because it's so different.
So here's... I was talking about this with, Lich, the other day. Because, like, there's a lot of people who, for a long time, went around saying DS2 was the worst of them. I've never said DS2 was the worst. I will always describe it as the weirdest or the quirkiest.
I think it's just the one that's not like the other two, but that doesn't make it inherently worse.
Well, that's why I
You just
said
have
it.
to shift
That's why
your
I said it.
expectations.
It's weird, because there's a lot of weird decisions in this game. One of which being DS2 has, I will be honest, the worst starting classes out of the entire franchise.
Well, I typically just go withered or whatever the equivalent of you start at level 1 with nothing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
you don't notice it as much, but like, because you still start with like the plank shield and a club, so that's the same. What I mean by the worst is DS2 is the only one where a majority of the classes start without an attunement slot, for one thing.
Oh, that could be a problem if you're a mage.
The only exception is the mage and the cleric. If you wanted to build it to being a pyromancer or a spellblade or a paladin, you have to invest points into the you have to invest sometimes a significant amount of points into the attunement category, because you need 10 attunement for just one slot.
Eesh.
Yeah.
But by the way, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm playing Curse of Darkness.
Yeah.
I am currently kicking the crumbs out of shit as I attempt to make my way to Castle Sol.
The other thing is, I honestly prefer, and this isn't really a jab at Dark Souls 2 with this, it's just because it's the first game that does it. I think it took them until Elden Ring to get power stancing right, because Dark Souls 2, it is kind of brutal to get power stancing working.
I'll tell you how bad I was with that. I didn't even know that was a thing in DS2.
Yeah.
I probably just learned what it was and went, this is not very intuitive, and decided to stick to the old method.
Yeah, for the way power stancing works in this game is you need to have at least 0.5% above the stat category. Yes, it is specifically 0.5. Like, I could currently power stance rapiers, but or possibly my crafts... No, I couldn't power stance my crafts hammer, because my hammer requires 20 strength to use, and I'm at the bare minimum to use it. But, depending on the weapon, it's not really worth it. And only certain weapons can power stance. DS2, they got rid of power stancing and instead introduced paired weapons, with the paired cell swords being the best weapon in almost the entire game.
I'd buy it.
Especially because of the fact that if you infuse it with the right status effects, it just almost constantly procs them, from my understanding.
It just fucks.
Yeah. And then Elden Ring, it's every weapon, doesn't matter, as long as it's the same weapon category.
If you ask me, I love looking at how FromSoft has done Dark Souls and all of their Souls games in general, because you can see the different design philosophies behind each. With DS Classic, it was, we're making a new thing. We want to make it good. And I think it's a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
For, like, it's a good template to see where they would go from there.
Yeah.
DS2 was, let's get nuts. Let's try reinventing some of the fundamentals and see what works and what doesn't. And with what they learned from that, they made DS3.
Also, rat dog! No,
in my opinion.
The Royal Rat Fort.
Look at this fucking thing!
That is legitimately just a dog and a rat smashed together.
This boss is kind of easy, because all you gotta do is just keep between its legs.
Oh my. You want to get between the rat's legs, do you?
Nah, I'm not a rat fucker.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna smash its... I'm gonna break its fucking kneecaps.
You hear that, Kitsune? He wants to smash the rat while in between its legs.
It's not made of tungsten. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, would you care to repeat yourself, sir? Yeah, your
I
silence is
plead the
palpable.
fifth because I am trying to avoid getting smacked, and I'm doing something both effective and stupid at the same time.
Do we have the horny bat? Do we have the horny bat sound effect?
Hang on,
Nah.
I can pull it up.
There we
There
are.
you go.
There you go.
Good man.
And it's dead.
Just like you'll be in a moment.
I have a more. I could join the Rat Bros. I'm good though.
Hell yeah.
Rat dog.
Leave this place, human.
Ugh.
We have no time for
Oh, no wonder why I couldn't get there. I was going the wrong way.
humans.
It's so easy to get lost in this world.
It is. I mean, wait till you get to the DLC. You're in for an experience.
It's gonna be a treat, no matter what. I
Oh.
could open that with an impossible to defeat boss at my difficulty, get my ass handed to me, and I'd go, oh boy, because it just means I'll be killing it later.
Yeah. So, can I give one brief warning that is given to everyone, including from FromSoft, about the first area of the DLC?
It fucks.
No, there's a giant thing that looks like a walking furnace. Don't fuck with it. Like,
Okay.
just run.
If you see giant furnace, run.
Yeah, you can't miss the damn thing. The reason why is it will fuck you up.
So like everything else.
It is a walking nuke.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I will tell you this because I didn't figure this out for a while myself. Killing it is where you find Titanite, not Titanite, Tear Stone, the new Tear Stones.
Uh-huh.
One of them turns the game into Sekiro. No, Goku.
Ah, you finally figured out what
I know what
I was
you're
doing.
I knew what you were doing for a bit, but I was just like, no, that.
Dude, this is a Souls game. You tell me something is impossible to kill, I just
Oh,
go,
no.
boy, I'm
No,
gonna beat it up.
It's not that it's impossible to kill. There's a trick to killing it.
Oh boy, so it is a Souls enemy.
Yeah. You want to find there's a item around there that because essentially you find it. It's the only way to deal critical damage, like backstab damage.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So killing those things is how you get like the new tier of stones, and you said one of them actually gives you Sekiro type abilities, like
So-
you can exhaust enemies.
No, you can't. It basically gives you a perfect guard parry mechanic.
I've been
Yes.
looking for a skill for my classic Uchi Katana. I've been looking for a skill for my classic
it's
Uchi
not a
Katana.
skill. It's not a skill. It's a tear stone from the flask.
Wait. As in, oh, like one of those, for the flask of wondrous physique, or the
Yes.
flask of something or other.
Yes.
So I can drink that and briefly get a perfect parry.
Yes.
But only briefly.
Yeah, I haven't messed around with it too much, but I will say this. If anything in the DLC fucking is a pain to fight, it is the final boss of the DLC.
Yeah, I remember when Shadow of the Erd Tree came out. Wasn't everybody and their mother saying it was really hard?
It was. They've nerfed it. I still haven't beat him.
Are you kidding me?
He's hard!
Okay. No, I wasn't reacting to your inability to beat him. I was reacting to the fact that they nerfed it. I come to FromSoft to get my balls.
No, there was some actual, like, unfair shit going on.
Alright. As long as it was for balancing and not...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was, basically, his aggro was so damn high that, basically people were walking in and just dying.
Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Look, no disrespect to anybody who has played the original. Obviously, pre-nerf, you'd know more than me about this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if it was for fairness, then fine.
It was. It was.
I come to FromSoft expecting to be fucked.
Yeah. No, it was from my. It was legitimately a bit unfair, though. He's still not an easy fight. He's just slightly more fair.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
Also, so I learned about this recently, but this area I'm in right now on the stream has one of the most absurdly cryptic quests I think in all of Souls. You have to lead a pig from the camp with the falconers in right before Duke's Deer Freya. You have to lead this one pig, one of these two pigs, all the way to the through the next two areas without killing it. You lead it all the way to some mushrooms. It will dig them up and it will reveal the pickaxe. It is the only way to get the pickaxe in this game.
What does the pickaxe even do? I'd imagine it's garbage.
It's a decent strength weapon.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be, I suppose.
Look. The best strength, the most absurd weapon in any From Software, including mods, is the Remastered Edition, which is the mod by Maxor for Dark Souls Remastered. He does a couple things, like he does some stat balancing fixes, like, for example, making it so you don't need to wear the Ring of Favor and Protection to have a good PvP build.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Don't you only get 2 rings in DS Classic?
Yes. I have opinions on DS Classic. I will. There's one thing in particular I will talk about, because I talked about it when I finished it during this playthrough. But so the one thing with that he did also was took the wooden mallet, a pretty garbage weapon, and made it deal absolutely absurd lightning damage.
But wood doesn't conduct electricity.
That's why it's funny. Keep in mind, he added as a secret boss, for the first version, the secret boss was Master Chief from Halo.
That's just absurd. I love it.
He then replaced him with Miyazaki.
Now that's just absurd. I love it.
The one thing okay, there are things I like about DS1, don't get me wrong. The one thing I do not like, and I hate it in Demon Souls 2, because it's a problem in Demon Souls. Boss weapons.
They're not very powerful, or they require too high of a stat block.
No, they're bullshit to obtain.
I mean, you can get some of them from trading.
No, you can't.
Some of them.
No, not in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, you can. I remember you can get... I forget what item you give, but if you give in exchange for some thing through trial and error, you can just get the demon hammer from the...
That's not a boss weapon.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking
okay,
I'm talking about the ones from Boss Souls. The demon hammer you can kind of count as one, but like the only thing you gotta do for that is kill the asylum demon before getting the keys.
Yeah.
Which that's easy.
By the way, I just realized, now that I think about it, how do you get the boss weapons from the boss souls?
Yeah, so...
I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah, because it's kind of unintuitive unless you know how to do it. So you need to go to the Giant Smith in Anor Londo with the correct weapon at +5. So...
Which weapon?
Okay, so it all depends on what you're trying to...
What you're trying to infuse is the weapon that you need.
Yeah. So, for example, say you want Ornstein's spear. You need a spear at +5 and then infuse it with his soul.
Oh, that makes... you know what? Given how they designed DS Classic, that makes a lot of sense.
It's not a DS Classic quirk. It's a quirk from Demon Souls.
I'm just saying, I looked at the way they designed a lot of stuff in that game, and I thought, oh yeah, that's the kind of thing where once you hear it, you go, oh. But until then, you think, wait, that's not how video games work.
Yeah, DS2 is still a little awkward because of the fact there are 2 boss soul merchants, but one of them is not available till... One's at the very beginning of the game, the other is like at mid-game, and then the other is not in a good spot, in all honesty. Also, this metal chest looks funky. Because there's locks on this one, there aren't on any other.
Yeah, that's a mimic.
Yeah,
see if it'll talk to you.
Yeah, if you notice when I zoomed it, you can see the teeth if you angle the camera right.
See if it will talk to you. Maybe
Yeah, you
it'll.
can see like the teeth and musculature.
Yeah, it's gonna eat me, so, we're gonna kill the damn thing. Okay, get away, because when mimics pop up in this, they are highly aggressive in this game.
Oh, I remember.
I know. I'm just saying for a note.
Nick, I have a question.
Yes.
Why the hell isn't there a run button in this game?
I
Why is there not a run button in fucking Curse of Darkness?
could not tell you.
Because seriously, Hector needs to just, in general, work on his leg strength.
It's also the fact that those maps are pretty big.
Yeah, that's why there needs to be a run button.
But yeah, there are, to talk really quick, there are a couple, okay, there is a lot of mimics in this game, but the metal ones in particular, there's a few of them, and there's 4 of them somewhere in the world. The first one was right here, that if you kill it, and this is only, I believe, in Scholar of the First Sin, it drops the Dark Wraith set from Dark Souls 1. Mind you, you have to find all 4, each one drops a piece.
That's
Correct.
neat.
I love when the enemies set off the traps and die to their own fucking traps.
Yeah, that was fun to do in Sen's Fortress.
Oh, yeah, no,
Good times.
it's just because boulders have weird hitboxes in DS2.
I mean, the first boulder we ever encounter in a FromSoft game had a very solid hitbox, I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah. The boulder!
The boulder is not amused that the chosen undead is trying to leave its prolonged sentence.
It's weird that okay, did you just do the boulder a little bit to Hulk Hogan?
What?
I mean, to be fair,
Sure, the boulder
that was
is
kind of the idea with that voice, I'm pretty sure.
probably.
I think they originally tried to get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to voice him, and when they couldn't, they just went with the boulder instead, and the guy who took the job ran with it and really made the character his own.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Honestly, I'm glad we got what we got.
Oh, so funny little fact, there is actually apparently this is one of those things of like, it's a non-0% chance that the next large soul boss can jump you here. So it's a very rare thing, I think, but Duke's dear Freya will crawl out of the pit and try to kill you early.
Oh.
And okay, it's funny you two joined here though, because you're gonna hear a very upset shade.
Are we?
It's spiders.
Gee,
I don't like spiders.
I never would have guessed.
This whole area in general just...
The way you were saying it, it sounded to me like you and spiders got along just like peaches and cream.
You know, I hate this area because... It's actually kind of surprising. I mentioned it earlier also, but Duke's dear Freya is coming back, though, in Night Rain.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Night Rain.
yeah, because there are 3 old bosses in the Night Rain trailer. A lot of people were just kind of going, like, more, like, laser-focused on Nameless King.
Yeah, that I never understood the hype, I'll be honest with you.
He's a hype boss. He's really fucking cool. I will give him that.
He's got presence, and
Yeah.
he's excellent with his presentation, but I'm gonna be real with you, he was never really a problem for me.
I think it
I
depends.
beat him on my second try.
I'd say the thing is with Nameless King, it all depends on your build and if you know what you're expecting. Because a couple people did not expect the 2-phase fight. They did not expect the lightning damage.
I deliberately did not go into that knowledge of what was happening. And I'll tell you this, even fighting him blind after fighting everything I'd done up until that point, no. Like, I was not. No.
No, don't close the door.
Maybe it's just the way I play these games and what I'd come to expect, but for me, I was like, that's it?
Yeah. That's
the guy?
I will be perfectly honest with you, there's really only one boss in Souls who I'm not good at nameless game, but there's one who I am utterly ass at, and that's still Melania, Blade of the Bitch.
Did anyone get the number of that bitch?
Yeah, the reason why is I'm at dodging water flow.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's just a wall of damage, so.
It is, though it... Oh, right. This boss has healers. Oh, fuck. Can I say the one other thing I actually do not like about Dark Souls 2? How...
Sure.
It is how healing works in Dark Souls 2.
Isn't it over... Doesn't it take longer than usual from what I can recall, and it also doesn't immediately all kick in?
Yes, which leaves... If you're... Basically, if you're not double chugging an Estus Flask, you're pretty much... You run the risk of dying.
Yeah, I remember that. It made the combat not great.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, it required me to really parse out my time when I was going to use it.
Yeah.
It did make healing more satisfying, but, you know, it was a problem that got solved, even though I didn't need to have the problem in the first place.
It also doesn't help that, like, when you first start the game, if you don't know about adaptability, the fact that it also affects, I believe it affects Estus use speed.
Did not know that.
Yeah, because you drink it really slow at first, until you put some points in it. Though, citation needed, I remember it, but that was, keep in mind, that was the first time I played DS2 as on stream, which was years ago. To give you an idea, I first played the Dark Souls trilogy on this channel back when I was in high school.
Well, shit.
Yeah. The footage was really bad for Dark Souls 1, because at that point, I wasn't streaming from a computer, I was streaming from the Twitch app built into the Xbox.
Well, shit.
Also, there was a very cursed moment in Dark Souls 1 where, I had, like, the whole screen almost melt. Because someone cast, Chaos Flame, not Chaos Flame, Chaos Bed right on top of me.
Bed of Chaos?
Not Bed of Chaos, the pyromancy that just causes fire to spurt up from the ground.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was not a good time.
Yeah, it's a fun pyromancy to use if you can get it to hit multiple times.
Yeah, it's just not fun to fight against. I had my fair share of fights with people who used it.
Yeah.
Then again, I tend to play glass cannon, so
it
was like navigating a volcanic minefield for a chance to hit the caster a few times.
Yeah, I have gone out of the habit of straight glass cannon, and I usually make sure I have enough in it. So my current playstyle, especially because of Elden Ring kind of beating it into me, was I prioritize enough stats to be able to use my weapons until I get to a point where I'm like, no, I know this boss is what's going to give me trouble. Hold on a second.
Alright, there goes Anastasia, the Tarnished Eater. I was wondering why I was kicked off my horse.
Yeah. Okay, there goes all my Estus.
It is one big mansion on top of a very fiery mountain. It has been a minute since I've been here.
Oh, question, do you have you beat Rykard?
Maybe.
The one that, the big serpent.
There's a big serpent.
You haven't fought Snake Man.
You need to understand, I don't like snakes. If I don't encounter one, I'm not gonna look for one.
Yeah, no, you want to kill him because his weapon is unironically the best greatsword in the game.
I'm listening.
Okay, so his weapon has two very unique effects. One...
I'm okay. I'll figure that out. What I meant was, to be clear, where do I find Snake Man?
So, you know... Okay, yeah, so Volcano...
Immediately decides that he's over his fear of snakes.
Because
I'm not over my fear of snakes, but I want greatsword.
okay, so what you need to do is because you're already at Titanite slab. I forgot that's where I got one of those. But yeah, okay, so you're at the Volcano Manor.
Ooh,
If you join them, do their quest line, which is basically you perform 3 evasions on NPCs. When you evade the NPCs and kill them, you will eventually be told you've been granted an audience with our Lord, which is Big Snake Man. He's a gimmick fight, like Yorm the Giant.
Alright.
So you're gonna need to use a specific weapon to fight him. The weapon is in the arena. Yeah. I love this guy. Something seems to be bothering you. Yes, I can tell. It's written upon your face. It's the guild, not the fucking spiders on the wall.
Exactly.
Definitely not the wall spiders.
It's never the wall spiders. It's always a red herring.
But yeah,
Everyone falls for it.
His great sword is...
Except for Fred. He never falls for red herring. He's always on red herring's case.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of did he do it. It's a matter of when will he get caught.
But by the way, though, the way his sword had... It's always red herring.
Every time.
Red herring! And the one time he was right.
No one believed him.
Well, no one believes him anyway.
I
But
know.
the fact that he was right once.
I'm sorry, red herring is just such a great fucking bit. Whoever
Yes.
came up with that for that show deserves a raise.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Lightning Scooter was
McCord,
good.
his sword though has a split fire physical damage. It does have faith scaling,
Okay, I already love this.
and every time you kill an enemy with the weapon, you heal.
Is it a strength or dex weapon primarily? I'm gonna assume strength.
Strength, because it's a great sword.
I figured. Alright.
The general rule is great swords are strength, curved great swords are dex.
Yeah, that tracks. Well, I guess I'll have to pump some points into strength.
How much do you have in it right now?
Status. I am at 21 strength.
You should be
I'm
fine.
mainly dex.
You should be fine, because if you have a lot more into faith, you can rely more on the fire damage.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
22
I'm
strength.
Oh, great. So I'll just dedicate my next level up to it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not at the mansion. I came to the bridge that's just before it.
Oh.
So I gotta find my way in there.
Yeah, there are two... Yeah, there's a way you could get there easy, but you are way past it, so it's just not available to you anymore.
No. I think I actually took this shortcut the first time. I remember I was just spelunking.
No,
After a good long... I don't remember how. All I know is at some point I came out of somewhere and went, is that a fire mansion?
Yeah. So there's a couple ways to get up to the fire mansion. One is on foot. Another is there's a woman you could help in the lake beforehand. If you help her get her amulet back, when you go take the lift up, she'll be waiting for you. Be like, I'm here to take you to the manor, blah blah blah, and it just takes you right to the top of the mountain.
Neat. Keep that in mind for later.
Yeah. There's some pretty decent rewards for it, like one of which is a katana that deals poison damage.
Ooh, poisana.
Poison is always a... Poison, I'll be perfectly honest, of the stats effects, poison's a bit underrated.
Poison, I think especially when combined with blood stacks, has some big potential.
The reason why I think poison's underrated, especially in Elden Ring and Dark Souls in general, is it's usually overshadowed by bleed.
Yeah, but bleed is more of a you've got to get it all the way up and then it pops all at once. Poison is just a steady, consistent...
No, the difference is also bleed is percentile.
Ooh, that's true. Poison is just... Isn't it just raw damage?
It's just raw. It's just a flat amount. And build...
I think what you're looking for is fixed.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Bleed...
Fixed is
Yeah.
the term.
Bleed... Yeah, it's fixed where you... The percentile damage of bleed just makes it so much more desirable. Grant, the only game really where poison shines is Dark Souls 2.
Well, there you go.
And that's just because of the fact bleed is nerfed into the ground.
Winning by default is still winning.
Yeah. Because the reason why bleed sucks in this game is in Dark Souls 2, bleed just deals a flat 200 damage and reduces stamina. The enemies don't use stamina. Right, these spiders don't care about the fire!
Speaking of poison, Seathwater Cave. Oh boy. So many fungus people, so many poison pools.
Mushroom dance. Mushroom dance.
Whatever could it be?
Means you've lived a life of sin.
Now I'm also just remembering my favorite little hidden thing in Elden Ring. There are only 3 entities in the entire game that you'll ever see with the eyes of madness. Humans, because madness can only be inflicted on humans. So, like, other players and everything. There are some rats you'll see with it in the first, if you go off the path of the first area. And then, funnily enough, in the DLC, there is a bunch of goats that are madness infused. And just roll at you trying to kill you.
It is very hilarious.
It was, because yes, I was in call with Sean when I first found this out.
How did you both survive all the laughter?
Well, I killed the goat.
How did you survive all the laughter? Surely I'd think you'd both have died.
Oh no. We didn't get the chance to laugh because afterwards, after the goats appeared, well, something worse showed up. Fuck.
I see.
I forgot. I'm trying to remember. Why is this crystal lizard red? And then it blew up.
No time to laugh when you're too busy dying.
Yes. I will let you know this. Because you've played Bloodborne, right?
I have.
You're gonna see some old friends in the DLC.
Oh no?
Oh yes.
No, Bloodborne. I played the Dark Souls 3 DLC. Bloodborne bosses does not do into other.
No,
Souls
it's not a
games
boss.
very
It's not a
well.
boss. It is so much worse than a boss.
Oh boy! As long as nothing happens to Best Girl.
Outside, you mean your maiden?
Yes.
I actually don't know if she has anything in the DLC because every time I've gone into the DLC, I'm already have the Rune of Death.
What is the Rune of Death?
I beat Blackblade.
What does the Rune of Death do?
That's what burns the Erd Tree.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the Blackblade. When you kill him, you get the Rune of Death.
Right. Yes. I am used to a lot of other runes.
Herd tree must die.
Parasite tree must stop.
It actually... Fuck.
I actually don't know the full lore of Elden Ring. I should.
It is actually believed to be a parasite. The Erd Tree itself is, I believe, an Elder God. Like, there are a few explicit Elder Gods in Elden Ring, one of which is the Scarlet Rot itself.
The Scarlet Rot is a living eldritch being.
It's an eldritch being.
That makes way too much sense.
It's an eldritch being, and it chose Melania as its avatar. That's why Melania is always inflicted with Scarlet Rot.
Ah.
Mikola made the unalloyed needle that you can find in the game specifically to stop the Scarlet Rot on Melania because you know that's Mikola's sister.
Well, how did that work out? I'm going to assume that.
It can keep it at bay, but it cannot cure. Because the conditions for the needle to work properly are absurd.
So kind of like how that one ring for the ceaseless discharge, prevents fire damage, but doesn't stop it cold turkey.
Yeah, hold on a second. I am moving quickly because of the fact I could get attacked here, and I want my Dragon Slayer Spear. But okay, so the way that the needle works is it has to be forged. You have to then perfect it. I believe to perfect it, you need. I believe it goes through millennia, and then you have to go to a point where time does not exist.
Well, that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It is the boss arena of the twin-headed dragon in Crumbling Pharaoh Missoula.
But time already doesn't exist. It's a construct made by humans. We're already in a place where time doesn't exist.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of absurd. Also, another Eldritch God is the Three Fingers.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah. There's really only, like, and whatever the fuck Ronnie's courting is, I believe, in Eldritch. But it's never really clear what the fuck she's courting.
Courting?
Like, she's inviting.
Oh. You had me worried for just a moment there. I was like, what the fuck is... What?
It's a old English term.
I see.
You know, like courting danger.
I see. Okay, yeah. That form of... Got it.
Yeah.
Not a suitor, per se.
Yeah, she's
You're trying to get the favor of something.
Yeah, she's doing something with an Eldritch being.
Something.
There's really only two people who are just strictly human endings in Elden Ring. One is Gold Mask. I've never done his ending. My brother swears, though, it's his favorite.
I mean, the one where you make yourself the Elden Lord, I found a tad melancholy.
Yeah.
And unfulfilling.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're talking, like, grand scheme, a lot, like, the more cryptic endings. Like, the optional endings with the other characters are almost always better in some of these games. Then there was, I'm trying to remember here.
Then there's the endings where you just decide kill everyone.
That's chaos. That's Three Fingers, which is just, you just end everything. And then there is the Lonesome Dung Eater.
Not the loathsome dung eater.
That's the thing. If you hear just that name, you think okay, he's pretty bad. No, he is so much worse.
So much worse. That's
Fun
the only
fact
thing I've ever heard about the loathsome dung eater.
Yeah, I remember him. Evidently, he's ass.
Yeah, so essentially what he does is he kills, defiles, and then proclaims there is no god.
Wait, what? What?
That's what he does.
He kills, defile, who, what?
The corpse.
Where?
Corpses.
So
yeah.
He just kills everyone, defiles their corpses, and then proclaims that God is dead?
Yep.
Are we sure we can't just let him eat dung?
Yeah. Someone comments like, this is like saying someone who kills people, defiles their corpses, and claims God is dead, and we call him the lonesome jaywalker.
I mean, what would you tell somebody who does all of those things to do? I would tell them to eat shit.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
You can also turn him into a Spiridash.
How?
You have to... I think you need the potion from Sylvanas, but you can't get too far into Ronnie's quest line, or he dies.
Isn't it convenient that I don't really talk to most of these people?
Yeah.
So I can't really do many quest lines.
Yep. Also...
But then again, maybe I should change that. Sounds like there's some good stuff at the end of those.
There's a lot of quest lines. If you do them, there's some really good loot. Hey, Duke's Dear Freya. Okay, I need to shift topic from Elden Ring quick to talk about the boss in this game that I'm about to be fighting. Duke's Dear Freya is, as I mentioned, actually, me talking about it might come in handy for Nightbrain. So Duke's Dear Freya has some unique gimmicks, one of which being only its heads are its weak point. And, also, it has two heads.
So, kind of like Dragon
No,
Kind of.
Sean, you're still on stream, right?
Yeah. Spooter.
With, its ass is a head.
Its ass is a head.
Its ass is a head. It's basically...
Two heads.
It is two spiders joined at the ass.
We have found the most deadly creature in all of Dark Souls. Something that has no ass, and you cannot give it one.
Also, it's magic.
A magical assless spider. We have reached peak performance.
But yeah, if you go into this fight with a torch, it's actually much easier because of the fact at least in Dark Souls 2, it is surrounded by spiders. If you have a torch, the spiders will not go after you. They just fuck off to the corners of the arena because they hate the fire.
That makes sense, actually.
If you kill it on... So this is a unique thing only in Dark Souls 2. Certain bosses, when you kill them on New Game Plus, will give you different items.
Right.
All the major bosses, I've talked about this already, but like the Old Iron King, the Lost Sinner, and currently Duke's Dear Freya, when you kill them, if you're on New Game Plus, they drop a bonus boss soul.
Ooh.
Old Iron King, when he's killed, will drop his soul, and then the Old King soul, which is Gwyn's.
Oh, shit! That finally made its way through the grapevine.
Yeah, yeah, because they're all reincarnations.
Yeah, I just... Wow, that... Wow.
The other one is... If you kill, Lost Sinner on New Game Plus, you get the Old Witch's soul, which is Izalith.
I figured that was her.
Yeah, because...
Do we get any form of Nito?
I haven't talked about it because I haven't fought him yet.
Ah.
I didn't want to spoil him.
I mean, I don't know how he reincarnates, but I figured by pattern recognition we'd get a form of Nito.
Yeah, no, it's because the world of Dark Souls is in cycles.
Oh, I know.
This was just another form of the cycle, so it's all the same players but in different roles. Old Iron King is Gwyn, as I mentioned, Lost Sinner. Lost Sinner actually has a parasite that goes into its helmet that is the Bed of Chaos insects, much smaller.
Yep. Same thing.
Then
Same shit, different day.
Duke's Dear Freya, in particular, because of the Duke envied what he could not, what others had. What his kin had, in particular. Which is similar to Skeet the Scalus.
So he killed Maze Hughes.
Yes!
The bastard!
And turned him into a spider.
The bastard! Never gonna forgive Envy for that. I hope you understand. Even as a jaded, almost 30-year-old man, when I saw that, I went, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah.
And then Roy Mustang, God bless him, avenged his friend.
But yeah, okay,
I'm so glad that you finally fucking got to see that.
It was
holy crap!
It is so
you have no idea how much that was frustrating me that you hadn't, and yet so much
of what I've done. It genuinely shocks me that I hadn't seen it at that point either. Like, not even bits and pieces of it. It somehow, Full Metal always managed to escape my eyes, and yet, when I looked at that, I went, okay, this is getting weird. This is actually kind of scary. Anyway.
Yeah.
Side bit over, rest
Oh shit, so fun fact, I think I have enough souls that I don't actually have to fight the next large soul boss. So, okay, the main thing the main reason you've been fighting bosses in Dark Souls 2 is so you can amass a large number of souls to go beat King Vendrick. The thing is, the key word is large number of souls. If you reach a certain amount of souls total, this counts as invested into you. Like, currently, I have 982,000 souls invested into my character. You can skip all the bosses. You don't have to fight any of them. It's still worth fighting all of them. Also, by the way, would you like to know how many deaths are worldwide on this game? Because Dark Souls 2 is the only one that tracks the total number of deaths worldwide.
Several.
651,119. Oh, no, I think I'm actually... Yeah, no, I'm miscounting, I think. Oh yeah,
At least
651,193,545. So there's over 600 million players dead in this game.
600 million dead bearers of the curse.
Yep.
Good lord. That's a lot of curses.
But yeah, I'm trying to think here though. But yeah, if you if you beat Dukeseer Freya on New Game Plus, you can get a Skeeth Soul, which you can trade for Moonlight. The funny thing is, Moonlight's also a quest reward in this game. It is explicitly stated that the one you get from the quest is fake.
Lamau XD.
Because the guy, and it's kind of funny because the guy who wields it, he's like, this is a legendary sword passed down through my family. I just need to figure out how to use it. And you learn it's fake. It actually can't be.
It's a replica.
Yeah, no, it's not even a replica. It's just straight fake.
Good lord. I'm about to end this man's entire reason for living.
Well, you get it by killing him. Because it's Dark Souls. Of course he goes hollow.
Unfortunately, that's simply the way of things. Until everybody became so burned and ashen that we literally didn't even retain humanity anymore.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, actually, because the Ashen one counts as actually a completely new species.
Yep. You are no longer considered an undead. You are actually just...
Ash.
Yeah, you are ashes given sentience.
Which is...
And, yeah.
I remember a while back I was streaming the Dark Souls 3, my attempts to beat the first DLC, and when I beat it, I streamed a little bit of the beginning of Ring City. I was talking with Sean about like the world of Dark Souls and the cycles and how it's a melancholy cycle that only exists and ends this way because of one individual.
Fuck Gwyn!
Fuck Gwyn.
Fuck Gwyn in particular.
Yeah. If Gwyn was not the fucking crybaby he was about the dark.
He wasn't a crybaby.
Burnt
Gwyn
all.
was a bastard through and through.
No, he was a crybaby because
he just didn't want his cycle to end.
He was scared of the dark.
He was an old man afraid of the dark, and in the process of trying to prevent it, he made his world far darker than it ever would have turned out on its own.
But yeah, because of what he did, he trapped everyone in this eternal cycle with the curses and everything.
I mean, it was only an eternal cycle until the Ashen One actually snuffed out the flame entirely.
What the fuck? Oh, right, I need to actually have... I'm confused why every time I hit these things, they're breaking and I'm dying, and then I remember it. I think it actually has to do with my equip load. And that song came up again, didn't it?
Basically, once the first flame was put out completely, there was no chance of it ever being reignited. So, at the end of DS3, it's finally fucking over.
Yeah. And
it's just hell of a trip to get there.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing that's interesting about DS3, though. DS3 could have happened at any point.
It could have been DS1 or 2. It's just the canonical ending was always, no, you light the flame.
Well, it's not even that the canonical ending is you light the flame. It's just that someone lights the flame. It might not be you, but someone does.
Somehow, the flame will be lit.
Okay, now never mind. What the...
Until it is inevitably snuffed out entirely. And you have to go through quite a few steps to make that happen in DS3, admittedly. Stuff that probably wasn't known in the first two games, or if it was heavily hidden because fucking Gwyn. But then, by the end of it, everything's just so worn down that the Keeper of the Flame goes, I will do whatever you want.
By the way...
If you want to light the flame, let's do it. You want to unlight the flame? Well, I've got to do whatever you want.
Well, yeah, it's because the Firekeeper in DS3 is in a very different position compared to all the other Firekeepers we met. Also, because it's one of the few times I get to talk about it, DS2 also has, like, the most unique look for being hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you're not beef jerky, you look like a zombie, and as you die, the curse level gets higher, I think you get more and more rotted flesh, and you can see the curse mark on your back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put in the work for that one.
Yeah, if you look right now, because I'm currently not wearing my armor, you can see it on my shoulder.
Okay.
It's a black swirl spot.
They also thankfully gave you a different damage sound whenever you get hit in that game, so you don't sound like, oh. That's not an exaggeration. It's how you sound. Ah, oh, ah, oh. Are you getting attacked, chosen undead, or is something else going on?
Leave it. Leave it.
Sounds like if fucking it sounds like if Nick Cage was the chosen undead. Oh, oh, oh. You hear it, right?
I can hear it.
Yes, and I never unhear it. Thank you.
The Dark Souls movie, starring Nick Cage.
Where's my hammer? There's my
No,
craftsman's hammer.
even better. The Dark Souls movie, starring Nick Cage's corpse. They Weekend at Bernie's an entire film using his core.
Oh yeah, because I was talking about it earlier. I got distracted. I've been ranked this entire game so far with a weapon called the Craftsman's Hammer.
Is it a good weapon?
Okay, the two best damage types to have in Dark Souls 1 is Strike and Lightning. Not Dark Souls 2 is Strike and Lightning. And the hammer is Strike.
Okay, the lightning thing just doesn't surprise me.
Lightning tends to be pretty good, though oddly enough, Gwyn is highly resistant to lightning, but weak to fire.
Well, he's likely resistant to lightning because the Lord's soul gave him lightning powers, and he's probably weak to fire because he's been burning for a good couple of centuries.
Yep, that's what's going on there.
Burned all his knights alive.
It's like he was burned.
Like a bastard.
Oh, right, these rats inflict petrification. Oh, fuck, they inflict petrification.
I have an idea. I'm Gwyn. I have everything that a man could ever want, and I have only the humans to thank for such a wonderful success. I'm going to repay them by giving them a curse.
I'm gonna Zeus them.
I'm going to give them a
I
giant
think Zeus
city
was
at the
less of a dick than Gwyn.
Oh no.
I'm going to repay them by giving them a giant city at the edge of the world. And then I'm going to put my daughter, who has a time-stopping natural effect on her being, right there with it, so that they never, ever, ever become a problem ever again.
Okay, can we...
I'm also not going to reward humanity for literally any of their efforts, despite being the ones to actually kill most of the dragons.
Can we also say one other thing? Gwyn has a lot of kids.
Yes, he does. And yet, he seems to be very bad at names.
Thus the Zeus comparison. I mean.
Yeah, except except as far as we can tell, we actually don't know who any of their mothers is.
Hence the Zeus comparison.
Well, no, but no. Well, because most of Zeus's kids, we can usually their mothers are named at least.
I have my eldest son. He's everything I could have ever asked for.
Dad, I like dragons.
Be the best one to inherit the kingdom. What do you mean he likes dragons? Cast him out completely. Take his name from our records. I don't care where he goes, he can't stay here. Alright, so anyways, I've got my daughter, eldest. She's wonderful. She is my sunshine. I'm sorry, she's in a relationship with who?
She just left the country.
Was it ever confirmed that she and Seath had a thing, or
no? That was a theory, I think. Like that, there's a theory that Priscilla is her and
daughter.
Yeah. Okay, which of you rats is the boss?
Guinevere is wonderful. She's everything we could ever want, and she's gone. Okay, well, it's a good thing I've got another son. He was born when? Under the moon. Well, I have a daughter now, I guess. What? No, I'm sure nothing bad will happen for me treating my son as a daughter. Why would anything bad happen when that happens? God, you people. You know, I'm really not liking your tone, Havel. I thought you were my friend.
You sided with Ski.
I thought you were my friend, like Seath. Listen. Havel, there's a tower I know about. Sleep it off. Ruminate on some things. We'll talk later. Later was never.
I'm convinced when you find Hovel in DS1. He's not hollow, he's just pissed.
He's just mad.
Yeah.
That's all that
would be.
has to be.
Also, by the way, I hate this boss. All these rats can inflict petrification. And only one of them will ever be the boss. And there's no difference between the boss rat and the normal rats outside the fact it doesn't inflict petrification, it inflicts poison.
Let's see what else to fuck up. Oh, the abyss is spreading. I will send one of my 4 chosen to go and figure this shit out.
Okay, okay.
Artorias, you and your wolf, you're pretty great. Go figure that out. Yes, sir.
I will be perfectly honest, the abyss wasn't Gwyn's fault.
No, it wasn't.
That was humanity.
But what happened to Artorias is his fault.
No, Artorias just got unlucky. Actually, I don't even think he was sent there by Gwyn. He just went there on his own.
You know, that may actually be a fair point. I think Artorias may actually just be Artorias' fault.
Underestimated the abyss.
He did. He very much did. But he went out like a fucking champ before going insane. He made sure this shield is great for purifying the abyss. I'm leaving it to protect my wolf. I will go insane.
I'd rather go insane than let my trusted companion
die.
Deal with it.
Yeah. I also pointed it out.
And had guts.
Yeah, I pointed it out when we fought him.
That's some paladin level shit there.
He's nerfed when you fight him as a boss in DS1.
Oh, I'm aware. Pretty much all of the enemies you face are nerfed versions of themselves.
No. He's right-handed.
They pulled a fucking Princess Bride.
Yes, he is not left-handed.
He's not left-handed, he's right-handed. But his right arm is broken.
Oh yeah, because the shield.
Yeah, if you watch during the fight, he never actually uses that arm. It's dangling.
I remember that actually. It was kind of visceral how this guy's barreling throughout the entire arena like an animal.
And the arm is flying around.
Ugh.
Artorias is one, like, I'd say he's the most insane hollow we fight because of that. He is literally fighting with a broken arm, and he's just like, fuck it, we ball.
Artorias has been the most, I don't care what the odds are, I'm still fighting from the word go. That has been his bit. It's just, it finally bit him in the ass with the abyss.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Artorias, we will always remember you, but Jesus!
Your watchdogs are the watchdogs you inspired are actual psychopaths.
Yeah.
Because remember, Artorias inspired the Watchers of Farron.
Yeah, that happened.
I love the fact that during that fight, one of them will stand up with red eyes and he'll just attack everyone. He just doesn't care.
Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. If Artorias isn't an excellent example of that, I don't know who is.
I wonder. Here's the thing: everyone's talking about like Nameless King. If we're getting old Dark Souls bosses revamped and brought into Night Rain, I want Artorias.
I want Prime Artorias.
Here's the thing:
Give us the man who didn't hold back.
Yeah. Here's the thing with fighting Artorias in that game. I have never learned how to dodge any of his attacks. I just throw on Hovel's armor and I poise tank that shit. I go blow for blow.
I mean, for me, learning his maneuvers was kind of trivial.
Yeah, I'm just... Here's the thing. I know his moves. It's just I'm shit at dodging them.
That's fair. The only reason why I think I was able to defeat him was because I had already beaten the Slave Knight Gale.
That is a much harder fight.
Yeah, they are remarkably similar. Yeah. It's just Gale has the gloves off. One could argue that might be the reincarnation of Artorias at full strength.
Yeah, the other thing that Gale's got going for him is the fact that he summons himself during the fight.
barrels at you like a fucking dog.
Yeah. That's the thing that, to be honest, the first time I fought Gale, when he did that, I was like, what the fuck?
He's summoning storms.
Yeah,
He's
no.
running around. He's got shockwave. He fought the way I fought in that game, and that's what threw me.
I remember I see the fight. I see him like crouch. I'm like, wait, I know the animation. That's when I place a son. Why are you right next to me?
I see what your strategy is. Unfortunately for you, I've prepared for and where is my arm?
Oh, by the way, have you seen so Devil Artemis has reached, I think, 1 million subscribers.
Ooh.
I forget if it was 1 million or 2 million, but either way, he's hit a subscriber special. So it was finally the perfect battle for Cell. Perfect Cell versus Perfect Cell.
Mr. Perfect Cell.
It was Mr. Perfect Cell. It was Takahata 101.
Hey.
They do a full-blown chicken fight, and as they're fighting, they go through Taka's bar. And as they're fighting, he cuts to Taka. He's like, "Finally, I'm really centered. I am back. I have achieved peace. I think I'm ready to start streaming." As they burst through his door, fighting each other. That's it. I'm going on hiatus again.
I'm going on hiatus again.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Going on hiatus again.
But yeah, I will say, fighting.
Oh, Tonka.
Yeah, fighting. Why am I trying to? Artorias, and to be honest, the Elden Ring DLC has the same thing. All depends on where you are. Their difficulty all depends on where you are in the game. Because of the fact you can access Artorias anytime after beating Ornstein and Smough.
Yep. Remember that much.
With Elden Rings is arguably kind of worse with this power dynamic because of the fact you can actually technically access the DLC with 0 Great Runes. Because, okay, so, or I think you can, there's a trick to get to Raya Lucaria without killing Godric. If you could get past that, I believe, Mr. Maidenless moves, you do his quest line, Okay, I forget his name, I always call him Mr. Maidenless.
I know, it's just, that's a hell of a name.
So,
that poor bastard.
So his quest line has 2 conditions. One is...
You do, bro, like that.
Yeah. After you meet him, he tells you to try invading players. If you go online and invade 3 players, you do not have to win, just invade. You invade these 3 players, he will continue the quest line. Or they've actually, in one of the updates, added an NPC for if you're an offline. I just hate where they put the NPC. He's all the way in the snowfield.
Ah.
But either way, he will give you an emblem that lets you go to Mogwin's palace early. Which also gives you access to the Albinoric hunting ground where we commit mass genocide. And no, that is not an exaggeration. I could say we have killed enough Albinorics that it could be considered a genocide. For context, there's this one hill in Mogwit's palace that if you go there with one of the swords, you can just press L2, kill a shit ton of Albinorics, get, like, if you have the right item set up, 10,000 souls, sit down, rinse and repeat.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Last time I checked, the count was at, I think, 1 million.
Good lord.
Yeah. So you see what I mean by it is, yeah.
Who didn't we kill?
We killed a lot of Albinorics.
Ugh.
But yeah, but if you go there, you can fight Mogwin, who is the only guard for the DLC. If you manage to beat him early, you could technically access it early. It's just not a good idea, because he's actually a fairly tough endgame boss. Okay, I'm going to step out really quick, because I need to go use the bathroom.
You do that.
I'm going to leave... I'll leave the recording go if you two want to talk and just say anything for the record.
Oh, yes.
Time to tank a man's channel.
Yes! I'm all for this.
Bold of you to assume my channel isn't already tanked.
I mean, yeah.
He's really starting to suck some of the fun out of this. I wanted to punch him in his perfect jawline.
That jawline ain't perfect.
That's decent.
It's a decent jawline, I'll admit that.
Give it a 7.
Yeah. I am working on some stuff.
Some stuff, you say?
Yeah. Stuff at the place.
I wouldn't recommend it. Well, good on you. I'm glad you're working on stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly link you.
If it's the stuff that I think it is, then I will be very, very happy. And if it's not, I will still be happy because you're my friend and I support your endeavors.
I just direct messaged it.
Let me see, one moment. Selling some armor to get money from a person.
We're gonna need money and lots of it.
First thing I learned about God was that he needs money! Damn it, Carlin. Creator of life, the universe, and everything, not good with money. Oh my god, I love this.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be so great.
Oh yeah.
This is
It's all
gonna
coming
be
together.
baller. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Let's see here. I've just gotta sell a few more things, or I could go out and kill one thing and then I'd have enough souls, but
Oh, I don't want to leave.
I mean, you could kill Chaos.
we've got to kill Chaos! We've got to kill him, Gromit!
I cannot believe that there's a new Wallace and Gromit short or movie that's coming.
What, Vengeance Most Foul?
Yes,
It's already out from what I understand.
I
It's
know.
on Netflix.
It's just
It happened.
it happened. That's the important part.
I'm so glad Aardman never stop. Like, if they only release one thing every decade, just never stop. Whenever they make something, it's great. Da, 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 da. Between them and the guys who did Memoir of Snails, and I think they also did Harvey Crumpet and another one whose name escapes me. But they're like big stop motion claymation guys as well. They're just not all upbeat and bright like Wallace and Gromit is. Let true artists do art, is what I will say. And it will always impress.
Yeah.
I don't care where we have to get the clay from. Those people better never run out of clay.
That's not the real issue.
I know.
It's a matter of actually being taken seriously.
Oh, I think people are taking them a lot more seriously now. When you consider what they have to compare things to.
No. No, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one, because it's always gonna be a struggle to get any sort of animation to be considered a serious medium.
You're pretty right about that, but I mean, we're getting some better examples of more serious animation in mainstream these days, so that's gotta count for something.
Plus, I'm just glad that we have children's movies that are actually, talking about serious subject matter, rather than treating its audience like a bunch of
idiots,
fools. Like, not treating the audience with any modicum of respect.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting, good media for them, just in general. Bluey is a treasure. We were lucky to have it. I don't know if they're done necessarily, but if that 1 hour special is the last thing we get out of it, it'll
out
have
of
been
what?
worth it. Bluey.
I heard that the person behind Bluey is moving on to a new project.
And you know what? More power to him.
Good for him. Good for him. I mean it. I'm not crying. Fuck you.
You're choked up. You're definitely choked up.
Look, I know the main message. I know the main point of that big finale was intentionally to be like, you know, things change, things move on. You gotta accept that. And I know I'm trying, but also.
There. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's never gonna be okay again. I want to meet Lover's Pizza. No, I don't. There's over 100 episodes with a wonderful backlog.
Can I offer you some old world style?
Old world style? What does that mean?
Flatbread with the nice sauce.
Ooh, yes.
Only thing I can offer you is a hammer.
May I offer you an egg in this trying time?
What was that?
I'll say this, the one episode that I think was the closest to being, like, it wasn't even mean-spirited, it was just acknowledging a real-world thing, was the episode in the final season where they deal with a Karen. And they treat it with all of the disrespect it deserves. That being, how do you deal with someone who acts like a Karen? Easy. You take Muffin, who behaves like that because she's 3 and doesn't know any better but is still a sweet girl, and you put her across from an elderly Karen, and Muffin wins!
So, if I may also say, welcome to my... Okay. If I had to be honest, these last 2 areas of Dark Souls 2 are my least favorite. But for different reasons. I don't like the other area because I don't like spiders. That's a personal thing. This one is purely for level layout. I hate this area. It is essentially the reincarnation of everyone's favorite area from DS1.
No.
It's Blight Town.
On steroids, crack?
Okay, so the most common sass element you're going to see down here is poison.
Oh no.
Which in DS2 is very bad because poison is just such a brutal status effect in this game. Essentially, normal poison is toxic in DS1. And toxic is even worse. Toxic is basically Scarlet Rot.
Oh no.
Yeah. There's a bunch of like trap pillars around here that will just shoot poison at you. The layout is... It's not that the layout is bad. The layout is actually actually, the layout's pretty bad because of the fact it's a lot of drops, and if you don't know the layout, you will likely fall to your death more than once.
Oh.
Then there's these fucking mummy enemies. They do this flop, like they will like do this belly flop towards you and release a shockwave that will guarantee poise break you and knock you over, including off edges.
Oh, that's no. Don't want that.
There is also a
Don't want to get edged.
Hey, now.
You're an all-star.
Easy.
Some people are into that, man.
Yeah. Well,
we don't judge.
Maybe you don't.
They're only...
Clearly, I am the best person to be throwing stones.
As I say, are you sure you want to put that on the public record? We haven't put that on the public record.
Please do not make that stupid joke that is not true.
I'm grinning so hard because I
know.
really want to fucking say it, but I can't. Because I respect you too much.
What the fuck
Thank
just
you.
blew up? Something just exploded.
I appreciate the restraint.
But no, oh, I'm trying to remember here.
Okay, I'm about to get my second innocent devil.
Ah, you're finally getting the good guy. I mean, hell, if you need like information on like where anything is, I think I did I think I could I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I did a pretty thorough playthrough of Curse of Darkness.
What kind of auto-generated name is that for a magpie?
What did you get?
Minx.
Fucking hell. I love the auto-generated names. Some of them are great. I left most of them alone in my run. The pumpkin has the best because they're all pumpkin puns.
I'm going with Titan.
That's actually a pretty good name, especially if you go down the Golem line.
Yeah.
Golem. Golem. Golem.
But,
Oh, and then he's got Aura Blast, too.
he naturally... Yeah, all of them naturally have Aura Blast. It
Ah.
is... You saw how good Aura Blast was.
Giant fucking magma worm. I will eat you.
Okay, good. I
will throw your body on the coals that you were born in, and I will cook you, and I will eat you, and grow stronger.
Okay, question, how much arcane do you have?
I'll tell you as soon as I'm done killing it. There we go.
I was about to say, because if possible...
I have 29 arcane.
Do you have dragon incantations?
I just got a new draconic power, and between this and the giant white dead dragon that I killed, I should have 6 hearts at least and a bunch of new powers.
Buy Scarlet Rock Breath.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, there are only a handful of ways to inflict Scarlet Rot in Elden Ring. The best is a breath you could buy with Dragon Hearts at the Dragon Communion Altar in Caelid. That is called Rot Breath.
Rot. Oh, I thought you said rock breath.
Rot. This is in Dark Souls 3.
Fair.
I gotta say, the combo finishers are pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest, that game really starts to shine once you get the battle type Innocent Devil.
Okay, so one thing I'm learning from being able to trot through lava using my horse is the entirety of Izalith would be infinitely more fun if I had a horse.
Yeah, no, I think the horse is taking, like, minor damage, it's just not visible.
The horse does take enough damage that you don't want to be trotting through it for too long, but the fact that you can actually clear a lot of distance that way, and you'd want to manage your horse, this makes it into an actually fair challenge, as opposed to, you're going to take damage, but you've got to explore. Have fun.
By the way, is Jarfriend there?
I don't know.
He should be in the lava past the big worm.
Jarfriend.
Alexander.
I will look.
You've killed Radon, correct?
Is this Serpent Man? Is
No.
Radon Serpent Man?
No, Radon is man on horse.
Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
The one that throws the stars at you?
Yes, the one who throws the stars at you, who rides the horse, and has the twin big fuck-off swords. There's a whole festival devoted just to killing him. Have you never killed Star Scourge Radon?
If I did, it was a long time ago on my first playthrough.
Okay, Stars...
Where does he spawn?
He's in Caelid.
Caelid, let's see. Caelid. Okay. Where? Like, south side, east side?
Like,
side?
far south.
Oh! I'm getting some deja vu from this. Okay, I think I've encountered him. I can't remember if I killed him.
He's the one who at half health turns into a fucking meteor.
Okay, I don't think I've killed him. I've killed several horsemen. Don't think I killed this one.
Yeah. He has a great rune.
I must kill him now.
Okay, so...
I simply must beat this man.
Okay. The more I interact with you, the more I've determined that I need to talk to my brother how to get the seamless co-op mod working. I need to take you through Elden Ring.
I've done this.
I know. I was like, holy fuck, how did you miss this much?
Dude, this is a huge game.
It's tiny. Look. I can understand missing the Albador thing because that's a little that I showed you last time. Because
I'd just like to also inform you, some of these horsemen only show up at certain times of day.
no, he's
some
a,
of them, some bosses.
No, he's a main boss.
Well, then, I guess I found a way around him, or I can't remember having fought him.
No, it's not that he's a main boss. It's because he's a Great Rune boss. He has a whole plot line connected to him.
Okay, that's
fine. That means you also have never. Oh, fuck! That means you've never got the mimic tier.
I don't even know what those words mean.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm not trying to step on any toes here. I'm just letting you know, like, this is a big fucking game. I don't know what you're expecting here, but, like, big fucking game.
No. I just think it's funny.
No, it's
me too.
No, I think it's funny too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, I
could easily get seamless co-op running. Like, I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Yeah, no, you know.
Honestly, stream.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. That's what I was gonna say, because I've been debating on putting Elden Ring on with my full Soul series playthrough. I will put it on just to take you through and show you all the stuff you've missed in Elden Ring.
So we'll be here for 3 years.
No, I've gotten Elden Ring down. I could beat it in... I think my current character is 20 hours. That's just because it's a build I've experimenting with.
That's all well and good. I just hope you realize I'm not going to be going on a tour. I'm going to want to actually digest these quests. Because if you're going to show me where to go for each of them, like, that's all well and good, but, like...
Oh, no,
it's not going to be, okay, we're here, we did this, now let's move on to the next one.
No, I'm going to show you areas, and I'm going to go through... We're going to explore, because there's a lot of stuff to find in those areas. I know where some of the more notable stuff is, like... I am confident enough in... Okay, I'll be honest. The person we'd want to talk to if we want to talk builds would probably be my brother, because he does a lot with Elden Ring. Like,
I'm learning.
When we went to give you an idea, when me, Sean, went to a convention with him, and he was with us, he basically was the spokesperson for an Elden Ring mod. Just because he likes it so much.
I mean, there's a lot to love here. This is by far the most free you can be with making a build for a Souls game, as well as its exploration. Frankly, I think that's why I've just not seen so much of what you have. And I love that. I love that there's entire swaths of this game you can miss on your first playthrough.
To be honest,
there's a lot of repeat play.
Yeah, some stuff, like, there are some things I've seen for you because sorry, I got invaded. I'm not invaded by a player, but by an NPC.
Keep talking. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, so there's some stuff that I've seen that you haven't because, for example, I had to go out of my way the first time I played Elden Ring because my first build was Spellsword.
Spellsword, eh?
Yeah, so I actually did Ronnie's questline because Ronnie's questline gives you Moonlight.
Fair. From what I've heard, those moon powers are pretty sick.
Yeah, in particular the Moonlight Greatsword.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ended up getting that.
You've never done Ronnie's questline, so you don't.
I think I've done parts of it, but I don't think I saw it through to its end.
So, yeah, Ronnie's questline involves, a man who another VTuber is really into.
Vague, I love it.
No. It's because I've called her out a few times on my streams.
I see.
It's...
Shunai, I think he's a simp.
No, it's never...
No,
it's almost never positive. It's always making fun of her.
Oh.
Even though you, like, don't actually know her.
I don't know her. I kind of poke fun at her persona. Just from my understanding, it's just her. It's Bao.
Ah. The whale.
The end I quote, mentally deranged woman.
I mean, where's the lie?
Yeah, no, it is the role she played for Maxor, and yeah.
What do you mean role?
A long story, but
look, I love her, but that's her.
yeah, no, girl has a rep.
There's a hinge, and then there's her, but they are never together.
Yep. Yeah, The one character often in Ronnie's quest line is Blythe.
Okay, I remember hearing that name.
He's the one with the
You
wolf head.
should.
Bao has an entire thirst post about him. The voice actor responded. He was very concerned for her mental health.
Okay, so he responded the way a sane person would. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I was about to say he responded how.
A couple voice actors have acknowledged Hollow, though a couple of them were because of being paid to. Like Dante and Virgil's voice actors had a whole skit for Gura.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Which, that was sweet. And then Ruben.
We're not going into that.
Yeah.
Not on my street. But, yeah, we'll go through. I will happily take you through. I will get Seamless. I've been meaning to get Seamless running, but it's just I keep getting distracted.
It's not very hard.
I know it's
probably honestly tomorrow if you've got time, I could run you through the process.
Yeah,
it's one installation, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, and I honestly, if you're okay with it, I would love to have it as like a full part of my Dark Souls playthrough series. That'd be the grand finale.
Sure.
We're almost I'm about once I'm done this boss, I could say I'm probably halfway through Dark Souls 2, just because Dark Souls 2 has the most amount of DLC content, with the exception of Elden Ring. Because
I'm fine doing a conjunctive playthrough as long as it's New Game Plus, because I want to have my toys.
I was going to say it might. I have a character who I can throw into New Game Plus. He's the one who is just about to fight Radon. Well, not Radon. My fault. No, he's about to fight DLC final boss.
So, how far away is this Elden Ring playthrough from happening?
Depending on how things go, it'll be probably after one of two. Actually, one of two things is. I corrected. One of three things will happen. I'm changing my mind just because, give me a second. I'm about to fight the next large soul boss, who's the reincarnation of Nito.
Ooh.
He's called the Rotten, and he's basically Legion from Castlevania.
Oh no!
Only as a flesh golem rather than
big ball of flesh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, Rapier it is.
So I just put Lifesteal Fist onto my double claws, and now I have a reason to leave the extra jobbing enemies alive during boss fights.
Okay, so
they're well springs of health.
One of three things will happen with this Elden Ring playthrough, and I will let me sleep on it before I make the final call. I will DM you what my final call is.
Yeah, that's fine. This is something we just thought of. I'm not expecting a final answer.
So, the first two are the most likely to happen. Is I'm going to wait until one of my current playthroughs is done. It's either going to be after Dark Souls 3 or after Ender Magnolia. More than likely Magnolia, because I don't think there's much left in that game.
Mm-hmm. I want to wait until the end of 3. That works too, just for progression's sake.
The only thing with it doesn't really matter because, the reason why I'm doing the Dark Souls as a full playthrough is for the narrative, the through-line narrative for the 3 games.
That tracks.
And Elden Ring as its own beast is fine. But, yeah, I feel fine starting as its own playthrough conjunction. The other option, and this would be me kind of testing the waters of having another night for streaming, I might move some stuff around. Usually my stream schedules have ended up being Mondays have been my breakdown full playthroughs like Kingdom Hearts or Sly Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays have been Dark Souls, and Wednesdays have been right now would be Ender Magnolia, but I might shift the stuff around so it'd be, as long as I could get them consistent, Sundays would be my full playthrough of the breakdown videos from Monday to Friday. Mondays would be Dark Souls. Tuesday would be Ender Magnolia, and I'd put a third playthrough as a group playthrough on Wednesday, which would be something I play with friends. It'd be we test the water on this idea with
Seamless Elden.
Seamless Elden, and then if it goes well, this would also be the time slot I might do if I go through with the Baldur's Gate playthrough I was talking about with you before. The only thing holding me up on that is two things. One, it's a fucking CRPG log. And two,
Yes.
I want to wait till the final update before I make that decision.
Oh, yeah, that's... Okay,
Like there's gonna be a final update.
Okay, let me phrase that. The final major update from what they were talking. Because Larian actually, unlike CDPR, Larian actually wants to move on to a different game. I say that because Cyberpunk has had like 4 final updates. And unlike
unlike Relogic, it's not nearly as charming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because mostly because of the reasoning. It also doesn't help that like there's stuff going with CDPR right now.
Yeah, there's also stuff going on with Rockstar.
Oh, there's nothing new going on with Rockstar. Rockstar's always got problems.
the latest, I suppose, is the better term.
Jump past the fire pit. Oh, shit. Oh my god, how am I alive?
Determination.
Yeah, I had a...
Very carefully?
Yeah, I had a sliver of health because I had to get away from it, so... There is a trick to this fight, because there's a little man on its right shoulder, and you can actually keep an eye out, and it will tell you what attack it's going to use. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's the last Great Soul Embraced. An extra fire seed for... Okay, that was the other weird thing about DS2. It's the only game you can't start as a pyromancer.
Peculiar.
You have to find the pyromancy flame and find your teacher separately.
Even more peculiar.
Yeah. Okay, there's the
Take that,
second deal.
demi-human
Ah, fuck!
mage.
So the bonfire just blew up.
What you got?
Is it?
You got a problem with demi-humans?
Nah, I've just been fighting a big boss.
Ooh, actually that reminds me. So do you two remember Beastars?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Do you know what the manga author's father wrote?
No.
Baki.
You know,
Really?
that explains so much.
From my understanding, yes, the father of the Beastars writer wrote Baki.
The more you know, I guess.
One of the
As
most...
in the
As in
grappler?
Baki, yeah, as in Baki Hanma.
The fucking wildest anime / manga you will ever see / read.
I will eat and get bigger. Yes, that's how that works.
We're gonna have a meeting with... How did you figure it out? What's the true secret of power? Invisible food. What?
What?
The funny thing is, someone took the seed of, what's Baki's father's name again?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, though. The
I
fucking...
know who you're talking about.
The man whose brain has got the devil's back.
He's got the devil on the back of his brain, yeah.
Yeah,
You guys are wild.
he walks through...
No, it's not us this time.
This is an actual thing in Baki. Baki is wild. So...
Yeah, I've heard.
He walks through a glass wall, breaking the glass before it repairs itself.
Sure, just why not?
Through sheer force of will.
I mean, that's...
And the only damage he takes is it rips off his shirt.
Oh no, how terrible. Get the camera.
So then,
Let's not forget to mention, like, him sleeping with a woman that was sent to kill him.
yes,
That is some James Bond level shit.
yes,
there.
yes. So from there, though,
There's also the time that Baki befriended a gorilla that tried to kill him.
Yes. So there's a scene in it though, where yeah, Baki's fun. It is a wild fun show slash manga. But
Sounds like it.
someone took the audio though of him walking through the glass wall I talked about, and put it over the deer girl walking into the school,
Boy.
and it works. I don't know why. I was trying not to say the full thing because I don't want the brain rot. Why is that opening?
Dude,
Help.
I feel like I just got that song out of my head.
Help.
I respect the purpose behind that song.
It is just meant to be brain rot.
And it works.
It works. It works.
Oh,
It
hey,
works
the
too
hero's
well.
grave. I should get out of here. I hate this place.
Wait, which area?
Gelmir, hero's
Oh.
grave. Lava.
Yeah, no. As soon as I see Hero's Grave, I always it's my least favorite thing in Elden Ring, but it sucks because there's some really good stuff in those places.
Exactly.
It's
All
just
right,
those.
much as I'd like to stay up, I need to get to bed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will message you when I've decided what I'm doing with Elden Ring.
Alrighty. Well, in the meantime, you guys have a good night and GG.
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 So how goes A Curse of Darkness?
I'm running around with a spear called a dung, and I'm in the Bajit Mountains.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting used to the controls still.
I will say this. I
It's
think
more like trying to get the muscle memory for them.
Yeah, I think Curse of Darkness, I said it during my playthrough, I think it is the best 3D Castlevania, though there isn't really many good contenders in that category.
I haven't played the Lords of Darkness games, so I couldn't tell you.
I've played Lord
The
of
only one I
Darkness.
ever played was the Mirror of Fate, and that's
Its own beast.
That's its own thing, and that's a 2D game at that.
Yeah. They're more like if you like Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Because they're done by Team Ninja, I'm pretty sure.
I think they are. Also, speaking of Ninja, fucking new Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, no. New Ninja Gaiden and like Ninja Gaiden Black's coming back as well.
There we go. But yeah, a new Ninja Gaiden stuff was not on my list for today, but I also did not. We also got. I don't know if you saw. We got footage for the new Doom game, and holy shit, we get to pilot the robot.
Good.
Because he's got a robot that's visible throughout all of Doom Eternal, and now it's like, so we get to pilot it in Doom Eternal, right? No, it's broken. Doom Dark Ages, the robot is not broken. Also, you get to ride a fucking dragon.
Alright, let's see. I have new combines. Yeah. New armor. Hard leather.
Yeah, there's my first Soul of a Giant and the Forgotten Key. In particular, the Forgotten Key opens up some very important stuff. Oh! Fuck. What? One of which is Hovelzaba. But now,
I've apparently missed enemies. I don't know if those are just higher level versions
they're
of
just,
enemies.
they might just be they're higher level versions, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Because I think the only things you could have encountered up to that point are skeleton zombies, the armors you fought that are like, you can't miss them.
Mm-hmm. That is a dumb name for that enemy. Crazy armor? That's a fucking clockwork golem.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called that. I'm actually curious if it's called that in the Japanese version.
I mean, I'd imagine so. But I feel like a clockwork golem was a better name for that boss.
Shit.
Okay. Saving. I've done some good progress.
Yeah, you beat the first boss. You got to
I'm at Julia's place.
God, I have a little bit of a hatred towards that character now because of Vampire Survivors, and how cryptic it is a little bit to unlock her. Because you need to have 2 innocent devils on young Maria, if I remember correctly. And it's just like I said.
No.
No. I'm thinking no. It was you need her specifically to have 2 innocent devils to unlock the innocent devils as playable characters.
Yeah. And same thing with the fairy familiar.
Yeah.
You need, and that's honestly not even that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard, especially if you have that one thing.
If you play on the Castlevania map, you just grab the familiar forge that spawns on the map, and then you use the candy box to get another one.
Yeah. I did it before having the candy box.
Fun.
Yeah, that's why I have a little bit of a hatred.
All things considered, you know what could have made that easier? Switching off pieces of the collection.
That is true. But at that point, also, my collection had grown to be so big.
No, I mean, like, you can switch off full sections of the collection.
Oh.
Just by, like, turning off the names. You could turn off 1.0, extras, the DLCs, all of them separately.
What?
I learned that myself when I was trying to unlock Dario. Because Dario... Have you unlocked Dario yet?
That's Fireman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already got him.
Okay.
Yeah, the only one... The one of the few I don't have, and I pretty much reached the point of I just refuse to unlock him because he's so fucking annoying, is, the Portrait of Ruin antagonist.
Okay, Bronner's actually really easy. It's actually, like, pathetically easy to unlock Bronner.
You have to kill the paintings with the thing.
Yes, but that's not hard.
No, it's not hard. It's just killing enough and getting it to proc.
It's so there's like one specific area where portraits will just always spawn.
I know. I did there. I sat there twice, two full rounds, and it did not get unlocked him.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you manage that?
It's not just me. A lot of people complain about unlocking him.
I did not have any trouble with him.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about his unlock. Just
like once I learned what the actual like unlock condition was, it was not that hard.
Yeah, he's the one I've seen actually complain about.
You just need, like, it's Blood Astronomia.
Yeah.
So you just grab a bunch of weapons that are affected by Blood Astronomia, and you just stand there.
Yeah. I didn't get it. I only had weapons that were triggering with Blood Astronomia. The most desirable way to...
Including, like, the Sonic Dash?
Yeah. Because the most common way a lot of people were doing was they were starting as a librarian to do it.
Yeah. No, I get that. I actually had Bronner like unlocked as a purchasable before I had the librarian as a purchasable. Also, there's an easier method. Just type in "everyone's a critic."
Yeah, no, I just wasn't doing that. Because I believe that gets you him unlocked to buy, but it doesn't get the achievement, right?
No, it still counts, I think.
No, Alex.
Like, there's no achievements for unlocking extra characters.
Right, because he's an extra.
Yeah.
I'm curious what their next crossover DLC is going to be.
I know, right? They finally are surviving with a vampire.
I will say I liked the one comment chain I saw on the Vampire Survivor subreddit, which was, someone suggested, Bowtie the Sun.
Boktai?
Yeah, Boktai the Sun.
Sun's in your hand.
Sun is in your hand. I was like, if we get Boktai, we need this, and it was just Mega Man Battle Network. It's like, okay, hear me out.
See, the thing is, right? Both of the most recent crossover DLCs
Were
have
Konami.
been Konami, so I don't expect it.
I know, but it's still something. Okay, but hear me out. Battle Network crossover, and Baktai's just an extra character. And it's like, son of a bitch, that sounds interesting. Actually, running around as a Vampire Survivor.
All they need to do is just make it based off of that one crossover event in Battle Network 5.
Or 6 with the Graveyard.
Well, yeah, but 5 has like an actual liberation mission.
True.
That's a crossover.
Fuck! I just got ganked.
Though the canonicity of those are questionable at best.
Yeah, I would say, just personal preference, I kind of like if they were to do something similar to the structure of the Ode to Castlevania, have it be what's it called? Sorry, yeah, have it be like the entire internet, and as you just delve further and further in.
Mm.
So like, you know, you start in Dentech and then you move. Oh yeah, so I recently... so I told you I caught up on Stone, but I recently restarted because I was watching it with my brother.
Yeah.
And as I'm watching it, I had the realization, like, wait a second. In the dub, Ginro is voiced by Justin Briner, I think his name is. He's Midoriya in My Hero.
Yes,
but
I know.
More,
I know.
I
know what you're talking about.
For those unaware, they have him cross-dressed in Season 3, meaning it's the... What's your name? Thunderhead? You're gonna blow expectations. That is probably still gotta be Purple Eyes' easiest role. Because they didn't have him say anything outlandish or insane. Unlike Fate's Sarah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get into the castle, and then I think I might call it a night.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I only planned today to finish Duke's Dear Freya. I didn't actually plan to also beat the Rotten. Though I say that though, I might actually go fight why am I drawing a blank here? I might rematch the Rotten just so I could get Nito's soul for the weapon.
Yeah.
But I don't actually have... No, I don't have the build for it. I don't have enough strength. Also, weirdest place for... Oh, wait. I had this realization I was talking about with my brother. So there is 3 kings in the DLC. And you kind of learn their stories through each one. There's the Sunken Kingdom that basically the king went mad, stabbed a dragon in the heart, unleashing the poison in its heart, killing his entire kingdom. Old Iron King, he went mad, jumped into the lava, and became the one I killed during the main story.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Ivory King. The Ivory King is... He's built fucking different. Each of these kings has, a queen that comes up to him that's a shard of Manus, the Abyss. So they're all evil. They want to bring ruin to their kingdoms. Except for the Ivory Kings. The Ivory Kings legitimately fell in love with him and decided to help him in his endeavor. His endeavor was, okay, my kingdom is at the mouth to chaos. I am going to seal it off with ice and hold it back myself with my knights because this ends here. And the thing is, he's one of the few Dark Souls characters we could say succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Dark Souls 3, the demons are burnt out because there's no more primordial fire for them. because he throws it all.
True.
The man is a fucking legend. And we respect the Iron King in this stream. Also, I showed it up on, I think it was the last stream. There's a cute animation times when you go to the Majula in this game, and I think the Firekeeper in DS3 does it too. They'll just be sitting there kicking their feet. This is actually something that the Maiden in Black does in Demon Souls. They're just like waiting for you to come back. The only one who doesn't do something like this is the doll, because she only has one stance.
Yeah. That is the unfortunate fact of being a doll.
Yeah. And why the fuck? Hold on a second. I need to fall again really quick. There's a a bit of a storm going on in the area I'm in right now.
Yeah, I see that.
You heard that sound, right?
Wait. Hang on, I gotta turn the audio back on for that tab.
Okay. Tell me when you're good.
Alright, go. Of course, an ad plays immediately when I say I'm okay.
God damn it, Twitch!
Okay,
just tell me when it's done.
It's gonna be a minute. Oy
I have said it before and I'll say it again. Probably Twitch has the worst fucking ad timing. And oh shit, you're wearing Pyromancer clothes.
Yeah, but you know what? I gotta at least appreciate the CEO. He's trying. He's trying to understand. Dude's got a VTuber now.
I know. Okay, you still in the ad?
Yep.
The
Still have 15 seconds left.
I'll double check my stats. 15. I should up my vigor.
Alright. Begin.
Okay.
That's a lot of water for...
No puddle.
No puddle.
I think I remember hearing someone mention this. I think it's a Scholar of the First Sin issue. It's just something with the sound effects in some of the sound effects. Get back here, get back here, get back here. There's the lizard, there's the lizard. Fuck. Hello.
This castle is isolated, but nonetheless you must forge on.
Okay, I'ma say it.
To bring an end
Vendrick has
to
some
the journey
fucking good
and
taste in
life.
castles. And let me look at that. I think this is one of the more impressive looking castles in Dark Souls, and that says something with the medieval inspiration that Dark Souls has.
I apologize. I am tired.
To be honest, same. Hence why I said
Elephant men!
they're mastodons. I can take one of you, but I can't take two.
Nope.
Poke him with the rapier. Unironically, the rapier is amazing in this game. Because...
I see that damage stacking.
Yeah. So, there are 3 physical damage stats in most Souls games. It is strike, slash, and thrust.
Yep.
In Dark Souls 2 in particular, slash is kind of bad because almost everything resists it. Almost nothing resists strike, hence the hammer. The other one that a lot of things are very unresistant to is thrust. And the rapier is really fucking fast.
So you can stack up that thrust.
Yeah. For a good majority of the game, I started with a poison rapier. Fuck! Okay, I love the Heavenly Thunder spell, but God, when it whiffs, it hurts. Okay. The annoying thing with this game is, spells. A lot of the really good spells you could just find or buy in the world. Miracles don't have that benefit in this game. Almost all the really good, miracles are connected to covenants, and you have to put a lot of time in to get them. The halberd I have, if the two ways to get it are you either kill the NPC who has it, or you max rank his covenant, which requires 500 to come to the aid of 500 players. It's not fun. Let's boss run this shit. I think once I get to Vendrick's castle, that these enemies will leave me alone. Something just blew up and I don't know what. Eh. That's a liar. Wretched! That is something I always love about the Soulsborne community. It's whenever someone lies about, the illusionary walls or something, everyone's just there calling them out. You know, at this point, I think I'm better off just infusing my rapier with lightning damage. It'd probably... What the fuck? Why are there so many bloodstains?
Bloody expensive.
The funny thing is, I will always laugh in Dark Souls 2. There's an area... It's in the... area right between when you exit the tutorial area. There's always just a shit ton of bloodstains there.
Just because?
If you could summon a very high level invader there named Forlorn.
Okay.
They could be really fucking hard to kill. Hello, Mastodons. Let's go. Where did my souls drop? So here's a question for you, because we know it's coming out at some point this year. What weapon type do you hope to see expanded in the Lies of P DLC?
It's supposed to be coming out first quarter.
Yeah.
So, sometime between now and March 31st. Oh, man. I'm just interested to see what kind of new boss weapons they'll give us.
That's true, because I would honestly... Because here's the thing.
I like the normal weapons. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. But
The boss
weapons are the cool gimmick weapons.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I've been in my current playthrough that I've been doing. I've been kind of Well, I'm on my new game plus 5 playthrough. I've actually been avoiding boss weapons in this run in particular.
Yeah.
Just because I want to have an excuse to try out more of the basic ones. Though it's also been so I can mess around with the elemental damage a bit more.
No, that's fair. The elemental damage... Oh, man. The elemental damage is so good. That's why I, just have 3 different elemental weapons more often than not.
My special grinder for my thing is usually the one that guarantees perfect guards.
Yeah.
I've gotten... I decided I was gonna, really try to master perfect guarding. You know who my practice dummy was for it?
Who was it?
The Nameless Puppet.
Yeah, of course.
I got fairly decent at it, in particular because of his face too.
Yeah.
But God, that fight gets crazy. I wouldn't mind another rapier type weapon.
Yeah, something in the same vein as the normal rapier and the gentleman's umbrella.
That or another a more interesting just a normal straight sword.
Yeah, honestly, having another decent straight sword would be nice.
Because most of the swords in that are sabers, so they're all curved blades. I think the only straight sword, if I remember correctly, is the Great Sword of Fate.
Yeah, I think that more comes down to the motions that Carlo has when swinging the weapons.
Yeah.
Or Robert Geppetto's puppet.
Okay. Also, can I say a little detail on this area that I downright love? It's been so long since anyone's been in this castle that everything has a thick layer of dust and you leave tracks around as you walk.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate that kind of detail.
There's a lot of little details in DS2. It's the one thing that no one could argue. DS2 is the best looking Dark Souls game out of any of them. Majula is widely considered to be the best hub area in the franchise. Let's see. That one's on me. Let's see. You sell the Flamberge, Alucine, the Bracing Knuckle, +1, which is actually fairly decent. Right, you're the infinite supply of repair powder.
Oh wait, this person has a Becta Corbin.
The infinite supply of repair powder. I love it. I forgot he just randomly sells a Divine Blessing, and I don't know why. Divine Blessing is a full heal item. Level required ahead, so there's...
Alright, I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, I am gonna find the bonfire. I forget where it is.
Good night.
Night. I think there is a bonfire nearby. I just don't know where it is. What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I did not mean to announce a whole new project today, but that just happened. Left ahead. I have talked about doing I wanted to do more group for a while. I've been talking about wanting to do more group projects. I kind of messed around with it a little bit towards the end of last year with God Eater 3 with the Lich, and I've done various group projects with other friends. One I've kicked around is Baldur's Gate 3, but as I said today, the main issue of Baldur's Gate 3 is length. As we saw back when I streamed Wrath, those CRPGs are really long, and it is an investment for me to stream it. Ooh, that was a little too close. You know what? I am going to restore my humanity and just chug my S. Oh, take another sip of the Estus flask. Door. It's probably gonna be a bone dust. Which I will complain. Having a +4 Estus flask would be very nice. Hey! +4 Estus flask. Let's go! They just woke up. Here they come. Oh, right, yeah, you could cancel out of opening doors in this game, because you need that because of the fact you could get damaged while opening doors. Only Dark Souls game that happens. Even Elden Ring doesn't do that. You know what? I am going to do one thing. Let me see here. What can I get for the Soul of the Rotten? Just the knife, but just its weapon, and I don't really care. Was a weapon that I like, that'd be a different story. Okay, how much do I need to use the spear? $25. I'm fairly confident I could take this ball to New Game Plus. Especially because of the fact that he's weak to thrust damage. I have 2 thrust weapons, and one of them naturally deals lightning. Which is his other weakness. The only thing that was holding me back for a moment is because I know if I can't beat him, I'm in trouble, because I will have to beat him because of the fact, one of the, DLC gates is past him. $315 with that, $380, so it's about the same. Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna lean more toward... Okay, let's see here. This is lighter than that halberd, so I should actually be able to use, heavier armor. Which means better armor. In particular. Yes! Oh, right, I can only apply it to the main hand weapon. So, you know, let's switch some stuff around really quick. Let my stamina regenerate. I could go for 3 stabs, but the main issue I hit with doing 3 stabs is I don't have enough. There we go. Oh, the fire seed doesn't respawn. That's interesting. But still, that gets us the old dead one's soul, which is pretty neato. Okay. Oh wait, did I not open? Fuck, I didn't actually activate that fucking thing. Means I have to go through that whole area. I'm actually gonna hold off. I think that's the only... Well, I know, there's a couple other bosses I'll probably toss into New Game Plus, just because of, rings and stuff. Like, I might throw, the Serpent Lady boss we fought earlier into New Game Plus, just because of the fact that it'll give me the +2, silver ring. And I still only have the standard. But, like, I'm not gonna go for, fighting, what's his name into New Game? I have to do this carefully. The way I normally go down there is I'm normally using lances in this game. Because, lances, there's one lance in particular that has, like, absurd damage. And it's really easy to get an infinite amount of them, if I remember correctly, because I believe it respawns with, the bonfire aesthetic. Oh shit, that's this flask shard. God damn it! Of course, a bot shows up right as we're towards the end. Trade. What I want is Crypt Black Sword. One thing you could also get if you have Gwynsoul, I believe it's from Onfrix, you can get oddly enough, the Dragon Slayer Greatbow. Why it is specifically the Dragon Slayer Greatbow, I don't know. Get another bot banned before I end stream today. Sure, I've got a bunch of stuff I could also... This is just turning into another case of me, like, oh, I'm going to end stream. Nope, I'm going to do all this other stuff. Okay, start packing in strength so I can use that. Which, granted, will help no matter what, because all of my weapons use strength, if I remember correctly. All of the weapons I use primarily do have a strength scaling stat, so that's fine. You know, I'll also kill the Forlorn that's here. Okay, there are two things I'm going to do before I end stream. We're going to kill the Forlorn and the things betwixt. Fire Drake. Human Effigy, which, I mean, I can never complain about having more of those. But, God, I have so many. If this was DS1, I mean, I'd be... Oh! That's the equivalent of getting an SR pull on a normal gacha game. I just got a fucking Titanite slab. The what? Oh! Oh, shit! That's cool. I mean, that's not something I expected to get, but I won't complain. Okay. But yeah, getting the Titanite slab from the small stone is the equivalent of getting an S pull in a gacha game on a single pull. Bleed stone, not as good in this game. Cracked blue eye orb, completely worthless to me. Useful. I think I might have enough that I'll be able to +5 my hammer. There's one other thing I could do really quick because it is extreme. Hello, Demon's Great Hammer. 50. Shit. But yeah, that is the... It's funny we were talking about that, because that's the hammer from the Asylum Demon back in DS1. Another Titanite slab, which I won't... Normally I won't complain about having more Titanite slabs. The only issue is I don't really need... Ooh, Petrified Dragonbone. I don't really need, slabs for this character, because a lot of my weapons don't really benefit from it. Is that a fucking Castlevania reference? Now that I have Franklin Branches of Yore, I can get the, all the torches lit. I'm gonna poke Lich when I decide to do the seamless Elden Ring run and see if he wants to join. Because this way, if we could get multiple people and we all run different builds, we can actually show off a lot of stuff. If anything, if I know him, he's probably gonna be a Faith build because he's a Faith main. don't know what I'd run yet. Depending on the party, the full comp, I might go into Spellblade. Like I might go into using sorceries just because so we have a source of magic damage. Speaking of, actually, I might go into running sorceries in DM because I've been talking about doing faith for the entire playthrough, but I might go into sorceries in the next game just because I wanted to. What? What just... What? Oh, right. You knock this down. Oh, cool. Another Estus Flask shard. That's 2 more charges for my Estus. Definitely worth coming here already. Even though I had to come here to fight Forlorn again. Hence the whole reason we're here. Yeah, that's the trap. There are 2 ogres here, and they guard a coffin that lets you, I believe, adjust your character's appearance. At the very least, it swaps your character's gender. There he is. Hey, this one's not an invader. It's just straight up Forlorn. I say even Forlorn. It's just a random red Phantom. Killing it, you get a petrified something. I don't know why I thought it was Forlorn. Another Twinkling Titanite. Okay, that was worth it. I think the only place that's guaranteed to spawn Forlorn is that one area with the Skeleton Lords. I fought... So I've kicked that area into such a high level of New Game Plus, it's ridiculous. Mostly just because... Oh, sorry, sorry, yawning. But yeah, mostly just because of the fact I wanted, it'll come to me. I just wanted, the Forlorn set. Okay, boost that. Okay, there's one charge to the Estus. There's 2 more charges. Okay, so before I go after getting, the thing I was talking about, the other items, I'm gonna kick Oh no, I can't because I don't have any bonfire aesthetics. Shit. I could buy one from her? Where are the other... I'm trying to remember where most of the... Oh, right. I can get that now, actually. I just need to do something in the castle. I was trying to remember where most of the bonfire aesthetics are. Or aesthetics, I think I remember. Okay, so this is using the Forgotten Key. This is used at like 3 different places. Actually, I need... Did I meet him in... I think I did. Yeah, I did. I just need to meet him one more time. There's Soul Vortex. The Dragon Talon, which is the key, our first DLC key. That gets us the Sunken Crown DLC. The White Tree Branch and White Tree Bellvine. As the White Tree items are catalysts for both sorceries and miracles. Oh, and that... I'll take Great Lightning Sphere. It'll give me another option, and something that's focused. Oh, I can't use it yet. I need 42 of faith. How much am I at? I'm almost there. Oh, shit. I need 7,500. So, what I'm going to do really quick is... Okay, so I'm going to do the thing here that I was just talking about. It won't take too long. Yeah, it kind of sucks because I don't get souls to defeating these enemies just because their souls go to open the doors or make that giant stand up. Ah, fuck. I love freeing you, buddy, because, God, yeah, some of my favorite enemies right there. I say as I am currently working towards having a rematch with the gargoyles, that I openly hate it. The Robe of Judgment. There's the Farum set. And the third time meeting you.
Yeah, you have the look of a true seeker. I am Dark Diver Grandal, seeker of dark, giver of dark. If you seek true dark, I will grant it to you, as much as you desire. Well then.
Yep. This is the covenant we're going to be in for the rest of the game. The Seekers of Dark. That nets us the Abyss Seal. And the Dark Chasm opens up. The Dark Chasm is a special area that can only be accessed from 3 points of the game. We've already been to all 3 points. It's where we've met our Dark Seeker friend here. The way that it works is you're going to have a special encounter in each of them. He also sells more copies of the... Actually, these I believe are new, No, these are... I don't think we've seen these for, Miracles, but yeah, they are Profound Still and Darkstorm. Profound Still is... Yeah, they're pretty good, hexes, but, the main issue with hexes is they require both faith and intelligence. Which... Yeah, that split is not nice. Welcome to the Dark Chasm of Old. We're going to be going into each of the chasms and completing the objectives in each. Which is going to be fun, because the chasms are kind of crazy. Have some crazy foes. Oh, fuck. The thing that sucks about dying in the chasms is that your souls are still going to be in the chasm, and to get into here, you need a human effigy. This is what's going to eat up most of my human effigies.
Yeah. A must if you see. Method.
Took the advice of the other player and it backfired. Yeah, the Dark Chasms are filled with player-style enemies. And one of them is just straight up Hovel. This one I don't think is wearing his armor. Or I think he's just not wearing the... No, he's wearing his armor. That's just Hovel. Ah, oh, fuck. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna back a little bit. I'm going to switch out, yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out you for Poison Mist again. Then when I redo my stuff, I'm probably going to just not run 2 of them. It is a bit of a situational spell.
Yeah. A must if a must.
Like I said, I have plenty of human effigies, and I don't... It's not like I need a bunch of them. I just have to restore my humanity every so often to restore my max health. And even then, eventually that stops being a problem. But we'll get to that. The other thing that sucks about fighting in the Dark Chasms is just there is just no room to move. Okay. Unless I could get him to hold still, it's going to take 2 casts. What I'm probably better off doing is leading him back to the waterways, because I noticed that's where they... Oh. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Navigate really quick. Get my Mandy back. Oh, my souls back. Good. It procs the poison. Now we run. Because that is a fucking hovel, and that means Dragon Tooth. Fuck! I really hate, like I said, I really hate fighting this area just because there's no room to actually maneuver.
Yeah. The mouth?
I didn't plan on going into the chasm, but this is the only chasm I'm tackling today. Oh, fuck! Hate fighting in the chasms. It sucks because the chasms like seal off an optional boss that's arguably one of the best bosses in Dark Souls. Shit, that was me. Oh, right, and you're back there. Fuck.
the mouth.
I swear this guy just needs a bunch of human effigies, and this is a scam he's running. This is a scam he's running. It's going wrong. Yeah, he sells 3 human effigies. Also, make sure you have a flame butterfly, because if you do all this and don't have at least 1 flame butterfly, you will be very upset. Oh! Ah, revenge. So I came here because I knew this to be... I thought this would be quick, and I thought it'd be a quick way to get some souls. Oh, wow, free bonfire aesthetic. Well, that was the whole reason I came here in the first place. Well, not even came here. I came here for souls to be able to buy one of those. Oh shit, that's Rykard's Rapier. Thank God for pits. Oh, fuck. Is that a caster? No, you just are someone with a power stance. That is great. But you have no armor, so I could just stab you. Fuck! No, that's the way out. Yeah, this place is filled with actually some pretty challenging enemies, as you can see. But the goal is, yeah, it's right over here. You find these in every area, and you have to come in here with a flame butterfly. It's the only way to get a torch in here. You light that, and then you're good to go. You do it for all 3, and you get to fight a boss. And I believe that also nets you one of the best chimes in the game, and the primary reason why I haven't been upgrading a lot of my chimes. Once you light it, you just go through that specific hole. It's the one with the fog, and you'll wake up out here.
Young undead, the dark beset upon you runs deeper than I had imagined. Let us see just how much dark you can endure. You have seen dark that has existed from times long past. What once was a great void of darkness became but fragments.
One might call it
But slowly,
the the fragments of humanity.
absorbing all things. It is we who will be pilgrims to these sacred sites.
And that's me, the resonant soul. Is that I know it's a hex, but I forget which catalyst. Oh no, it's the same one we already have. Okay, now for the things I wanted to do before I wrapped stream. I want to get the well, I was only gonna get one, but now I think I'll get two, both. I think it's Upper Earthen Peak Respawner. Burn this so I could get the silver +2. Is done, can't be undone. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck just spawned? In particular, the thing I want, like I said, from this is I want the silver serpent ring, because beating her on New Game Plus makes it a +2 ring. Were there always 3 of you? See, 212 from the hammer. 309 from the rapier. We're seeing the rapier. Coated in lightning so I could deal more damage. Fuck. But I think she's actually weak to fire. Yeah, okay, so she's fire. Oh, she's resistant to lightning, so I was actually nerfing myself there. Yep. I only have one, so I've got to make it count. Shit, shit, shit. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, yeah, there's the second one. I mean, there's the third one. I forgot about you. Come on, buddy. I did less. Either way, she's dead again. There we go. +2 silver covetous ring. Can I get the clear bluestone ring also? What we call it? You know what? Yeah, yeah. It is easier for me to get that at like the +2 ring. Because all I have to do is the skeleton lords on New Game Plus, and they're weak to strike. How much is it for Great Lightning Spear? $42, so I need 2 more levels. Okay, since this is the last aesthetic I have, this is where, after we kill this boss on New Game Plus, is where we're gonna call it. It's funny, earlier, I think I was saying it earlier, like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, New Game Plus any other bosses, and then I do 2 more. Yeah, do the necromancers respawn? I don't think they do, but we'll find out. They do not. The reason I can tell the necromancers don't come back is because they're dropping their souls now. It's just like DS1 in that regard. That one's tied to the other necromancer. Okay, just need to take out the center one first because you spawn my favorite enemy with bone wheels. There we go. Oh my god, there's a lot more skeletons than I remember. Definitely still one of the more unique boss fights of the game. As I say, there's one hiding out somewhere. Okay. See, let's break the Skeleton Lord's soul. And the Baneful Queen's Soul. Yeah, I should have enough that I'll be able to now use, Great Lightning Spear. Wait, because I drained the poison, that also affected here. There's no more, poison lakes. I was thinking of getting the gold ring, but I don't really need the gold ring, so, maybe later. Yeah, so better lightning scaling. Yeah, is Witch Tree using... I have enough. My thing is, I have enough small titanite and an infinite source of it, so I can experiment with that a little bit more. Okay, that's where we're gonna call it for the day. We actually got a lot more. Like I said, we got a lot more done than I originally planned, and we're gonna be able to move a little bit faster now that I'm honestly getting to be a lot stronger. Because as I've said, Dark Souls 2 is not afraid to let you become overpowered. I'm already level 135. We still got quite a few bosses as well as the DLC. Though the DLC is actually pretty hard. I'm gonna have to start splitting up my points a little bit more, put more into endurance and more into vigor. But for now, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all for tuning out, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you all enjoyed the stream.